All right, everybody, welcome back to the show. It is time for the playoffs, and I am here with the man, the myth, the legend himself, my guy. Oh, multi-time flag football champion, my guy Dan. What is going on, man?
What's up, man? Uh, you know, I ain't got too many grievances now. Our boys, our boys went against each other this past week. I'm a
Oh, yeah.
big Fields fan and you a big Love
Yes.
fan. So,
How did that go?
yeah, it went your way. So I ain't gonna say that. That's my
What?
grievance before we get into it. That's my, I always do a grievance, and my grievance is yo gotta look better.
Oh shit!
It
Yeah, I'm
is,
about to say
but
one guy
he
cooked.
he he looked better when I don't bet on him.
That's
It's
hey.
crazy. It's crazy. Every time I be like, Carv said Justin Fields go up. Let me bet him over 1.5 touchdowns, and there he goes throwing just one and
Mhm.
doing Jordan Love shit. And all of a sudden, I don't do it, and here you go. Like so, but I always got a grievance and things like that. I still think Justin Fields could be a good quarterback somewhere else, not in Chicago though.
That's
Which I've
fair.
said.
I'll
Yeah.
give you that at this point. Like it's possible. I think it's possible now. The more I've seen a little bit, they kind
Atlanta,
of
Jordan
I
Fields to
guess yeah.
Atlanta.
I just
Like, come on now.
I need
Bijan, Cal
nah.
Pitts,
I need somebody that can
Drake
really
London.
unlock Pitts in them.
Like, oh, a real quarterback. No,
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
it's like,
You
it's like,
got
oh no.
Drake London, Kyle Pitts. Like you should be able to go crazy.
I think I don't. I just maybe he need a coach. They just retained the coach from last year, so that means Justin Fields is not coming back.
No way.
So
That
it's like
that don't even
if
make sense. Why they
they
like
let
they
go of
didn't
the
fire
OC,
him?
they just let go of the OC and they retained the head coach, which means Justin Fields is not coming back. They getting another number one pick. They getting Caleb, and Justin Fields is gonna be gone.
So hold on, we can start with these and get this out the way too with the college guys. Does this now that you say that, it's like, does this feel like we might get one of those Eli Manning things for the first time in a long time, where it's just like, or was it Eli who's like, I'm not playing here?
Yeah, and Eli
Absolutely not.
and Eli and Philip, right?
Yeah, and they ended up
Yeah,
having to trade him and do that whole
yeah.
thing. If I'm Caleb
Uh,
Williams, I'm doing that immediately.
to
I'm
who
not going
though?
there. Whoever will take anybody else but Chicago. I'll go anywhere else. Please do not
I don't know
send me to
because Chicago is
Chicago.
talking about rumors are they in the running to get Mike Evans too, and then they also
Ugh.
got the number 10 pick, so they can get a receiver there too. So if he get Caleb Williams, they got money to get Mike Evans, and then they get a receiver with the number 10 pick. Why wouldn't you want to go there?
And Eberflus is still your coach though. Like, I don't.
Yeah, but then they can fire him and bring somebody else in.
That's true.
And
But then why not
so
just
it's just
fire
like
him now? Just fire him now.
I do. I don't know.
God damn. Sorry about that.
No, you good. I don't know, but Caleb with the number one pick. If you want to trade Justin, get some more picks with it, which would probably be like a second or a third,
Yeah.
most likely a third, and then a tenth pick overall, get another receiver. Why
Yeah.
not? DJ Moore, Mike Evans, even if you don't sign Mike Evans, get a receiver. If you do sign Mike Evans, if you want to swing that 10th pick and get something else, you can, because Mike Evans and DJ Moore, when you already got Mooney and then everything else, like I don't know, like it's a lot of things you can do since they traded for that number one pick. I don't know. That's a lot of
I
that's
just
a lot of leeway. The
I
thing I don't like is everybody projecting Jayden Daniels to the Patriots when I do not
well,
want
yeah.
that to happen.
This draft is going
No.
1, 2, 3 with quarterbacks.
Yeah, but Jayden Daniels
Easy.
though, if Jayden Daniels go to the Patriots, Bill Belichick is not the coach.
I
He does
I
not he does not know how to handle quarterbacks like that.
I mean, he better
He is
figure it
not a
out.
yeah, well, he couldn't figure out with any I don't want to sound like he's that type of quarterback, but name the last black quarterback that Bill Belichick has enhanced.
Jacoby Brissett, he made his whole career. That man wouldn't have a career without Bill Belichick. But that's one. That's the
Yeah,
only
but
one.
Jacoby Brissett wasn't a mobile quarterback like that.
True,
He was
that's true.
even in Ohio State, he was drop back, throw it. Like
That's
I'm
true.
talking like mobile. I ain't say even if it's not a black quarterback. Let's put it like that. Like mobile quarterback.
I mean, every quarterback
And
basically now is going to be a mobile quarterback. If you are taking a quarterback that's not mobile, your franchise is going to like it's just going to go to shit.
but
That don't even
but
work
think but like
anymore.
in my mind, mobile is being able to move fluently in and outside the pocket. Some quarterbacks will just drop back. Like
Yeah.
Eli Manning wasn't a mobile quarterback. He was just drop back. There you go.
We still got a couple. Jared Goff,
Jared Goff,
Stafford.
Matt Stafford.
Yeah.
You
Not a
got
lot.
you got some inside. It's not
It's not
it's not Kirk Cousins. It's
Kirk
semi
Cousins.
mobile, but he's more
Like
in the
Joe
pocket.
Burrow is like right. He's the in between. Like if you want to like, he can move. It's like
And
he don't. He
Pat
doesn't.
sometimes is like in between. It's just like this year is Pat is like a smart, more mobile quarterback. As
I
in,
still
like
throw him in the mobile though.
I only run when necessary, but most of the time I just want to pass. But
Yeah.
I'm talking like drop back. If the rush is not there, I'm falling because I don't want to get sacked because I can't run
Let me
anywhere.
look.
Like
Tua, Kenny
Joe
Pickett,
Flacco, too. Yeah, I'm
Flacco.
saying that they're. I mean, these quarterbacks, especially how
None
athletic
of that sounds
defenses are
good.
getting, especially how athletic defenses are getting now, where linebackers are literally going sideline to
Yeah.
sideline, like you're not going to be
Or
able
you
to
have
run.
interior
Like
defensive linemen running 4'6" and they're
it,
500 pounds.
that's what I'm saying, bro. Like
It
it's
just in
getting
the future
crazy.
it ain't gonna work. Like in the future,
And
we're not gonna have the 6'6" guy who can just stand
no,
back there and sling it. That's over.
no,
If you can't move,
he's gonna have to be
done.
Josh Allen. Like I can run
Yes.
you over if I have to get out the pocket.
Or at a minimum,
Like
you got to be Trevor Lawrence, who's able to like get outside and do something with. You got to be able to do something with your legs. You can't just
yeah,
stand there no more. That's
and that's what
dead.
I'm saying. Like Jayden Daniels, like just picture. Can you picture Jayden Daniels in a Patriot uniform with Bill Belichick on the
Mhm.
sideline and Jayden Daniels is the quarterback? Can you picture that? I can't.
I mean, that's most likely what's going to happen, though. That's
Yeah, but
they'll
I
do it
just
just
can't do
because
it.
they have to get with the times. I think that's what's going to happen. You got to get with the
Then
times, and that's
Then
who's
Bill
there.
Belichick will not be the quarterback. I
Because Drake,
mean the quarterback, the coach. Bill Belichick will not be the coach if Jayden Daniels has to be the like. It
I
just
think
can't. You
so.
have
I
to
think he
bring a
could do
new.
it.
You have to be.
I
I
think it
guarantee
depends
you,
on the.
Bill Belichick want Drake May before Jayden
Well,
Daniels.
that's racism, but
Is no, no because he fits the style of the He fits the
no,
Patriots.
Drake
I'm
May's
not.
mobile in the same vein like the Trevor Lawrence, Joe Burrow. Like he
Yeah, but
can
he's not.
move.
No, I'm not being but Bill Belichick's the offensive style is. I'm not trying to make it racist or anything, but his
No, I
offensive
know. I'm
style
talking
play
shit.
is different. Like because with Cam Newton, we thought, oh man, Cam to the Patriots, that's gonna be. He did not utilize Cam how it was supposed to be, even though
Bro,
Cam was a
nah.
little older.
I was
Like
going let's be
he
honest. Cam was
no,
washed, bro. He was washed. He was
it
throwing
could have been
like
more.
50, he barely crossed 50% completion percentage. I don't give a fuck how
I feel
well
like
you
it
can
could have.
run if you can't pass at all, it don't matter.
The play call. I feel like the play calling could have been way better with
Well,
Cam. Like at
that's
that
what I was gonna
time,
say.
like
I think I could see Bill Belichick. I could see Jayden Daniels in a Patriots uniform. Who's the offensive coordinator? That's really what it is. Who's
that
calling the
is
plays? If you tell me they got like a young guy they've moved up or they brought in from somewhere else, then sure, like I could see it working. Not just they do it, but it also could work. It's just I think Bill if Bill Belichick is smart and he wants to really like
he's smart. He's
continue
a
it,
smart coach.
well,
Hell
then
of a
he got to
smart
move out the
coach.
way because
He
it's not
does.
1990 no
No,
more. All that
it's
shit you've
not.
been doing, it
No.
don't work no more. On defense, everything's still working. You still got a great defense. All the scheming works
Right.
like in this new passing
Definitely.
era. But the shit you've been doing on offense,
But the thing is let your personnel be your personnel. If it's their fault, let it be their fault. Be the head coach, oversee maybe the defensive side, but bring in an offensive coordinator who wants his guy, and then let them do that. Like, but don't have don't want to have a hand in overseeing personnel and also a defensive coordinator, but you want to hand in the personnel
Yeah.
on the offensive
Yeah,
side.
exactly.
Which is just like, dude,
You got to
like
make your
what?
mind up
Like,
here. Pick one.
yeah, it's just like
Get
you
out the
can't be
way.
on somewhere. Like, if you want to hand in the personnel, just do it on the defensive side.
Yeah, just
Don't do it
get
on
out
the
the
offensive
way.
side
Let somebody else
because
pick the players. Let somebody else
it
call the offense.
because we seen that last half of your career after Tom Brady is just like you
Nothing.
you had a hand in drafting Mac Jones. Why? Even in
I mean,
Alabama, he didn't show
he
anybody
wasn't
that
that
he
good.
was
Yeah,
a he was.
that never made
It's like
sense.
it's like that he wasn't that guy. So it's just like,
Yeah.
why did you draft Mac Jones? Like,
So you want to see the
so
draft go like Commanders move up one, take Caleb, Bears take
no,
Marvin Harrison two, and then Drake May goes to the Patriots, and then Jayden Daniels goes to
no, I don't even.
the
I
Giants or
want
the
the Bears.
Titans
Caleb Williams.
or the Falcons.
They said who's number two? Commanders, right?
Yeah,
I want the Bears, Caleb Williams. If anything, I would take if I was the Commanders, I would go Jayden Daniels at number two.
really.
I would
I haven't watched enough
only only
to know whether or
because
not Drake
it would
May. I ain't gonna lie to
this
you.
this coach scheme. Drake May is nice, but I was saying like, but when it's like scheme wise, like I'm everybody always like, oh, this is the first best quarterback, second best quarterback, so they have to go 1, 2, 3. But it's like,
Mhm.
no, it also has to go like scheme, organization wise, where you coming from, personnel around. Like, I really feel like if Bill Belichick did want to keep his role and do everything with New England, Drake May would fit his role in what he wants to do because like
You can't do this. They can't do that again. You can't just like it just seems so weird. You're gonna take the prototypical white guy quarterback at the top of
but
the
he's not
draft and just
prototypical because he's
make
Drake
him
May can get out
move.
the
Yeah,
pocket.
yeah,
He can
yeah.
move.
But
He
it
can get out the
still
pocket.
just
So
it just
I
feels
was
wrong. You know what I mean?
I get what you. I know it does, but if you look at the personnel wise, scheme wise, things like that, it's like it fits.
Yeah.
Drake May it fits the Patriots and what Bill Belichick wants. He doesn't want somebody who one, two,
It
three
sounds so crazy.
outrun.
It
No,
just
but
sounds
it's
so
like
crazy. I
Bill
know
Belichick.
what you're saying. In reality, you're right, but when you say it, it just I mean, you're probably right, but it just feels wrong. Like in this day
It
and age, you
does.
telling me
It's one
just
because Bill Belichick does just like Mike Vrabel. Hence why he doesn't like Malik Willis. He doesn't like the 1, 2, 3. I'm going to run quarterback. It's 1, 2, 3. Get out the pocket, see something else, and then you choose to run. It's Mike Vrabel is under this.
uh,
Even though he didn't coach under Bill Belichick, he played under that. So that's
yeesh.
hence why when Mike went hence why he benched Malik Willis after that 50-yard run is because he said, oh, he all he did was go through his checks and then he decided to run. So I benched him. And it's just like, what? Like, that was the best. And then he like, what are you doing? Like, that is a good you diminish this guy,
Mhm.
rookie, because he decided to run because he went 1, 2, 3 run rather
You
than
just
saying like
made something
rather than
happen.
and make something happen rather than saying like that was good, but did you not go through other options? Like get out the pocket, maybe look down the field and then get 10 yards or something like that. Like it's kind of weird, but that's the I don't know. That's the
Yeah.
they still
Well, let's get
old
out the
school
draft
coaching.
because we'll have 2 months to talk
Yeah,
straight.
too. Yeah, we're gonna
We'll have
talk
a
because
lot of draft talk.
I don't if Jaden I don't want Jaden Daniels' career to go like that because I don't he's not a drop back in the pocket quarterback like that, and I don't want them to try to turn him into that and then
Yeah.
bam. But yeah, let's get into it.
Speaking
That's the
of
rant.
quarterbacks going to the right place in the right system, Saturday afternoon, we got the first playoff action. It's the Browns at the Texans.
Yes,
Um,
sir.
the Texans
Shout out
squeak
to
in.
my Houston people.
Oh yeah. The Texans squeak in after their win over the Colts. That crazy game. I still don't understand like what why I still don't understand the play call from the Colts. I really don't get
I
that.
don't.
Fourth,
I
what
mean,
was it, 3rd and 2 or fourth and 2, and you pass it to your fourth string, your third string running back Like, that's gross.
He should have
But
called it, but it should have been a better pass.
oh yeah, it was
It's
low. That
it's
shit was low.
everybody. It was everybody's fault in that pass.
Yeah.
It's like coaching for the call,
Yep.
running back for dropping it, and quarterback for the wrong throw. Like it was that was one play at the end of the year that you could really be like, this was all our faults.
Everything went wrong in one play.
It's like what?
That shit was
So
sad. But that gave us the Texans in the playoffs. So I can't be mad
which
at
way? I mean,
it.
we fuck with it. I'll fuck with it.
I
Fuck with
can't be
CJ
mad
Stroud.
at it. So, um, just straight off the bat, do you think that CJ Stroud can come in here against the best defense in the league? I mean, I don't know if statistically they're still all like the best
No,
defense in the league,
we
but
number one.
but like at spirit, the best defense in the league, the Cleveland Browns. Do you think CJ Stroud in his rookie season in a playoff game? I mean, they're home, so that's a positive. Do you think he can overcome all of this Joe Flacco on a tear, Amari Cooper back like fully ready to go? Do you think he can overcome?
No,
Really?
no. I love my Texans for doing what they do. I love my Houston people. I fuck with CJ Stroud for actually at the beginning of the year watching him in the preseason. I didn't think he was gonna do as good as he did during the season. I told everybody it's
I
like,
don't think
damn, watching
anybody
the
did.
preseason. So I was just like, yeah. So he surprised me a lot, but no, that defense is gonna do some work. It's gonna do some work. CJ, I don't think he's gonna do exceptional. I don't think he's gonna do too bad. I think it's gonna be like um just like an average rookie year playoff game. He
So
might have
really bad.
so that Coast game he threw a few passes where we was like, what are you doing? This is basically a playoff game. When are you in type game. So it's just like he didn't do too well, but he did well enough to get the win because they could
Yeah.
have lost. They
I
could have
think
lost it. So
I think a lot of people like even I forgot that that game Christmas Eve, that was a game where Amari Cooper had like let me see,
yeah, he
265
had 200
yards.
something there.
That was just 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, they don't have a good defense.
Like, oh
That's
yeah.
what people forget about. Like everybody's hyped on Houston's offense, but everybody forget that it's two sides to a team,
It's like, yeah,
defense and
so
offense.
that's why I asked the question is can CJ Stroud keep up with the Browns who will
That
most
defense is
likely
gone.
tear up their offense? Like, can he hang
But
30? Because that's
no,
probably what he's gonna have to do.
'cause you know what the story is that people is not talking about is
Hmm.
Joe Flacco really want to play against the Ravens.
Oh, I
And if
bet.
he wins, guess who he plays? The Ravens.
Unless something crazy happens.
Unless the Steelers beat unless the Steelers beat
Yeah, Dolphins or Steelers gotta
if
win.
the Dolphins or Steelers win, then yeah, but Joe Flacco is playing like they not gonna win. Joe
Ooh.
Flacco want to go back to Baltimore. He wants to, so he's
I
going.
bet. I would too, wouldn't you?
And then the Texans defense is the best defense to air that mug out on.
Yeah.
It
It's
ain't
gonna be a
it ain't
shootout.
the Chiefs defense. It ain't the Ravens defense where you actually got to be cautious because they sticky and things like that.
Yeah.
He's gonna go crazy on that defense. Like I could be
Ooh.
wrong. We don't know. We're gonna have to wait till Saturday. But Joe Flacco, I wouldn't be surprised if he has 275, 2 touchdowns, and even more than two, maybe 305 and 2 touchdowns, maybe 3 touchdowns.
Sheesh.
Amari Cooper, like so
He had
it
368 and 3 touchdowns, but he also had 2 interceptions.
right, exactly.
And
That's
they
Joe Flacco though.
oh
But they probably didn't capitalize on those interceptions either because that defense.
yeah. I mean, and CJ Stroud didn't play. That's the other part about that game. That was right after the concussion and everything. So
Oh yeah, yeah,
it'll
yeah.
be
You're
fun
right.
to see. It's gonna be
It'd be
this.
very fun.
It's gonna be a
CJ
fun
against a
game.
CJ against a top defense in his first a top
It's
three
a real
defense
test. Yeah,
in his first playoff game. If he shows out,
we
I'm
gotta
not
have
I'm
we
not
gotta
gonna
have
have
a
nothing else to say.
yeah
It's a
we gotta
big
have a whole
discussion.
different conversation about him.
It's a whole discussion. Like,
Hold on,
whoa,
guys.
hold
What
on
are
now.
we actually looking at? I know it's like we keep saying he's good, but like, what are we really looking at right now? Like,
Yeah, it
this
man,
might be some
and
real different shit.
and we don't know if this is like the rookie push and then now we got
But
film
wait,
next year and
he
then
don't even have all his weapons.
No.
It's
And
just
guess
Nico Collins. Like
and
that's
guess
it.
what?
No
And
Noah
guess
Brown.
what?
He
They
didn't
got
practice all week.
and guess what? They got 75 million in cap next year.
Yeah, scary,
So I was
scary.
just like,
Don't
so
let
if
him
they
have a
do
good
make it,
draft.
yeah, with the money,
Tank Dell back, a good draft,
ooh,
couple of one or two free agent signings. Yeah,
we
it's
looking at who
scary.
what we looking at. Like that's what I'm saying. Like,
Here's a question I have for you. Is this for the Texans? Is this the best total rebuild ever? Just immediate success after a total because they got rid of everybody, coaching
yeah,
staff. They got rid. Well, I guess they kept the offensive coordinator, but total coach rehaul. We got a quarterback. We just set the whole restart button and just said fuck it. And then you're right immediately in the playoffs with a quarterback that has one of the best rookie seasons of all time. A guy that I think is probably defensive rookie of the year. On the
Will
other
Anderson.
side, yeah, and then your coach is most likely runner up in coach of the
Yeah,
year.
because
Like
Stefanski is gonna
The
win.
Browns,
The
yeah.
Browns coach, yeah, is gonna
So it's
win
like,
rookie of
is this
coach of the
I
year.
couldn't think of any. I couldn't think of a better total just turnaround rebuild besides
No,
this one.
it's a it's a very good rebuild, as in, and I don't know if it's Houston's always it's one of the newer organizations when if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, they ain't been they've only been a team since like
But
2003.
yeah, I would say since '03. So it's like, but they even with even when they brought Watson in the same year they brought Mahomes in,
Yeah.
it was a good run, but before they met us. So
Yeah.
but I think it was a real good I have to say, yeah, I want to
Did you
say
think of
D'Amico
another one?
Ryan. Like, no, I just D'Amico Ryan really came in, put a young, but he's a younger head coach as well.
Yeah.
And then I don't want to have to take it this way when I'm doing, but it's a lot of younger black people on that team too, like
Yes.
black males and things like that. He's an ex football player. He
Yep.
played for the Texans.
Those things matter.
So
What people don't want to
it
say it doesn't,
matters that it does, but it matters. Like
it
he
definitely
played for
matters.
the Texans, and now he's coaching it.
He can
He
relate
was
to the
he
players.
can
Like,
relate to the players. He's a younger coach. He can like it's a lot. It's
how
a
old
lot
is
that
D'Amico Ryan?
third. He's in his shit. D'Amico Ryan was playing when we was in high
He's
school at least.
39.
Yeah, I would say yeah. He because I'm 30. We 30. So
He retired
he was
in 2016.
right. So he was playing when we was in high school because I
Yeah.
graduated in 2011.
Or I guess, yeah, 2015, 2016. Yeah. Started coaching in
Yeah,
2017. So took a
yeah,
year off, came back, and just immediately moved up the ranks.
yeah. But when you one of the pioneers of that Houston Texans defense, everybody knew who D'Amico Ryans was on in the Texans. Like him and he played with JJ.
Yeah. I mean, I always
Yeah,
remember him on Madden going crazy. Like,
yeah. So it's just like that. All that matters. Like, and it's just like he relates to the players. The players relate to him situationally wise, community wise, race wise. They watched him growing up, so it's just like, why not? Like, and I'm sure he's personable. Like he seems
yeah,
on
he
TV, he
seems like
seems
it. Yeah.
personable. So it's just like, why not? So it's like the Houston community love him. So it's like they want to play. Players play better when they love their coach. You could
Yeah.
tell when a player do, you could tell when the players doesn't love their coach because the skills just like I'm gonna go out here and do what I just need to do to make my money.
See, it's crazy.
Like
Like there was two teams, oddly enough, one of them is the Chiefs. Um, but there was only two other teams where I looked and was like, there was a complete like 180 immediately year one, and that was the
Andy Reid,
Andy Reid coming in because they went from 2-14 to 11-5 and lost like the
right,
first round of the playoffs, and then the Colts with when Andrew Luck came in, same
right.
thing. They went 2-14 the year before he came in. They went 11-5 and they lost in the first round of the playoffs. So with that, looking at that, I was like, is this a better? This is probably right there with those like.
Yeah, but
on the level of turning arounds,
but
but
what's crazy is what did they do the next year? Andy Reid's team
that's
the
a good
next year. It was what because that next
ran it
year
back and then
was
met that
ran it
Colts
back. Yeah,
team.
right.
Those two teams
And
met in the
they
playoffs.
matched.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying. So it's just like if they don't do it this year, it's okay. You meeting the Browns with the best defense, Joe Flacco, who's experienced, boy, been playing since 2006. So
yeah.
it's just like,
Yeesh.
so it's just like it's okay. Like if the Texans don't beat the Browns, it's okay. You're not expected to beat the Browns. We're not
No,
expecting you to. If you
nobody.
do, nobody expecting you to. So you literally can guns out. We do what we want. Nothing to lose. We did what we need to do. Like, but
So for you,
it,
for you, who, um, so for the Texans to get a win, who,
right,
if that was to happen, who do you see would be like the most important players or
it
side of the
would have to
ball or thing
be.
to happen in the game?
It would have to be. I want to say Stroud and Nico Collins will have to be on their best behavior, but
That
it's gonna.
feels, yeah.
Well, no, because they always on their best behavior. They always got somehow they always gonna connect. So that's
You know,
not an
saying
issue.
they got a ball out. Like,
Yeah, but what it really is that defense is gonna somehow going to have to force Joe Flacco into another two turnovers, but they're going to have to turn those turnovers into points.
which I think if you look at the first game, that was basically the problem is he
Right.
gave you these opportunities a couple times
And you couldn't take
and
it.
you couldn't do nothing with it because it's Case Keenum and Davis Mills. And so
Right.
I think for me, the real X factor for the Texans is the front line on defense. Can you
Yeah.
get to Joe Flacco? The interceptions is one thing. I feel like Joe Flacco is just gonna do that. Like his baseline is
Yeah.
throwing one pick.
Yeah.
And I'm
Yeah.
I'm
He
pretty sure
is.
you can get pretty good odds on him to throw one interception right now. So go check that out if you get
It
time.
was a over under one. I'm taking the over.
Yeah, it's like over point 0.5. I think there was one that was like plus 100 somewhere. I was like, so I get 2 to 1, and all he has to do is
Yeah.
throw a pick. Like, okay, but if they can get to him, they can pressure him, they can bring him down. I think that's the real thing is Will Anderson and those boys. Can y'all just get
Go
sacks?
get him.
Go
Bend
get
your
him.
ears back and go get him.
That's what you're gonna have to do.
He's not running. This is the
Yeah.
perfect if I was a pass rusher, this is the perfect quarterback I want to play.
Yes. He gonna
He's
stand
not
there and chuck
running.
it. Okay. Somebody either gonna pick him off or somebody needs to
Yeah, it
fucking
was like,
hit him in the
what are you
head.
doing? Like, I'm just gonna beat my guy and just
Let
go
me
get him.
see. They got one sack last time. Jerry Hughes got a sack.
And that's why he got two picks because he was just chucking that mug. Like
Yeah.
he was like, "Oh, he close. How many pressures?" As he look at that, like, how
Ugh.
many pressures they have? It's like,
And he got Derek Stingley just back there too. Like they're set up to
yeah,
make this a good game. Just you just cannot let Amari Cooper and David Njoku take over the game. That's for me. That's the other thing. Is like sack Flacco or at least pressure him and keep those two guys at bay.
yeah.
And you there, I mean, there's a path to win this game. Obviously, the
There
other
is a
on the other
path.
side, it's just they just gotta do it, keep doing what they're doing. Miles Garrett, go to work. Amari Cooper, go to work. And it's
Zadarius
game
Smith,
over.
like
Oh yeah.
it was a it was a Zadarius Smith, Miles Garrett, Denzel Ward.
Yeah,
Like they
Zadarius
got
Smith had two
people.
sacks last time they played. Shit.
Yeah, and Denzel Ward gonna be on
There's a war.
Nico.
Oh yeah. But that's what I mean. For them to win, it's just keep doing what y'all been doing. It's
Yeah,
just simple.
just play football. Just be the number three one. Just be one of the top three defenses, and y'all be okay
Yeah.
on the Brown side.
Just keep doing what y'all doing. What is the line? Is the line still 2.5 right now?
I
Let's
haven't seen the line because
see.
line's been moving.
I think I took it Browns -3. I just want to make
Oh, you took the
sure.
-3.
Yeah, yes. I had to. It just felt like it feels like a touchdown game. Either way, somebody's gonna
Yeah,
win off a touchdown. Like even if it's some last second shit from the Texans where they just a bomb to Nico Collins or Dalton Schultz or something crazy. Just feels like one of those
yeah.
like a full touchdown game. So like 3, I'm getting 3. That's pretty cool. I'll take that. It's at 2 right now. So just keep.
Mm.
Oh no, it's at 2.5. It's at 2.5. It opened at 2, but it went up to 3, and then now it's back down to 2.5.
Because somebody been putting a lot of people been putting money somewhere. That's why I
Yeah.
went down.
on the. It'd have to be the Texans to make people start putting that three. People seen that three and got scared. Like, could the Texans go get a field goal and make it close? Well, yeah, I guess that's it's possible. Um,
Yeah, they could. They
yeah,
got a good field goal cooker.
let's move on. So we both agree, like it's the Browns is our picks right now for this
Yeah.
game.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah, yeah. The Browns is mine.
yeah.
Yeah, you already see myself. Browns Chiefs AFC Championship game. Yeah, I said that 2 weeks ago, and I'm sticking with it.
Well, speaking
And
of the
it and
Chiefs,
hey, and it fell right where I said. Didn't I say Bills was
yeah,
gonna beat Miami?
yeah. Look where we at. Well, yeah. So speaking of the Chiefs,
hmm
uh, the Dolphins at the Chiefs, it's supposed to be negative. It's supposed to basically be zero.
Yeah,
They lucky they don't play on Sunday because Sunday's worse. Sunday
yeah.
is like actually like -10, and I don't know what it's supposed to feel like it's gonna be. That's gonna be sick.
It's gonna be like have you seen Day After Tomorrow
Yeah,
where
where they was
everybody
running
just
from the
sat
cold. Hold on,
and then
do
they
you want
just
to know how ridiculous that is? They were running away from the cold air. That is one of the dumbest movie scenes ever. Where if you watch that now, like being like grown, to think like they're running from a cold front. Like that's not how
yeah.
that works. That
And
doesn't
then
work. Like they can't.
close the
They shut
doors.
the door on.
Oh, it's
They
not gonna get
shut
in
the
this room.
door. Like, what do you mean? What did y'all? And then they tried to start a fire with the books. Like, oh, you guys are inside. You're gonna die. You're gonna die of smoke inhalation. You can't have all the doors and windows closed and then start a fucking fire.
They
That's not how it
did though.
works. That
It
movie is
worked.
so it's so then it was good. Like it seemed like, oh, this is so crazy. And it's like it's just so bad that it's good. One of these days we'll just do a whole like movie fucking podcast episode during the summer or some shit when there's barely any sports going on. We'll just like, here's
Oh
our top
shit.
10 best worst movies of all time.
Worst scenes in the movie.
Oh, that's up there then. We going just the worst scenes, just the dumbest scenes in the movie. That's it. But the Dolphins are walking into that scene from
They
the
are.
day after tomorrow because it's gonna be disgusting out there. You thought Buffalo would be bad or anywhere else, like it's the worst. And I want to point out somebody keep forgetting who it was, but the other day I heard somebody say, "Oh, the Dolphins are going into Arrowhead. It's cold like this all year round in Kansas City." I was like, okay. I think this is somebody
All
that lived on the
year?
West Coast.
Do
That's
we
the
live in Canada? Is
that's
this
exactly
Canada
what I said.
literally?
It's like
Like,
this
I'm
isn't
confused.
Canada. This whole summer
Do
it was
have they not been
triple
here in
digits.
the yeah, I was like, do you not be here in the summer? Like, I'm confused.
Bro, it was like
Like,
120 degrees for like two
yeah.
weeks this summer. Like, what are you talking about, bro? It's not -10 all year round. We don't live at the bottom of the fucking ocean. What the
My
fuck are you
team,
talking about?
my football team is in Florida right now, Orlando and
Yeah.
Tampa for Nationals and Worlds. I can't make it. Shout out to my team,
Gosh.
but it's 63 degrees down there right now,
Yeah, and that's
and
cold for
it's
them.
like,
Like it's
yeah,
chilly.
it's like, what are you talking about? Like, and the Dolphins is come from Miami. We talking about Orlando and Tampa,
Yes.
so it's like,
It's even warmer. Shit. But yeah, so to me, there's all these things set up. The Chiefs already beat them. I feel like the rhetoric around this game has fallen way too much to, oh, the Chiefs should win. That should be they beat them before. They've been looking whatever, and the Dolphins are all banged up. There's no reason they don't win this game. So my question is, this a trap game for the Chiefs? Like it just feels like everybody's just like, yeah, they're just gonna beat them. Like they're banged up. They're playing in the cold. Tua's been bad for a month. Like I just feel like
uh,
everything's leaning a little too heavy on. Of course, the Chiefs will win. It's like I don't know. I don't think
well,
they've Chiefs have had a game where, of course, they will win this whole season,
well,
except the Bears.
um, I wouldn't say trap game because trap games is made for regular season, as in like it's a trap game and okay, it's
Sure,
trap
yeah,
because you look into the next season. This is win or go home.
true.
So this is it's no trap anything. Like
Yeah, that's fair.
you get trapped, you trapped, and you not coming out
Yeah, yeah, true.
in the playoffs.
It's a
So
death trap.
no, it's I don't think so, and I also think I would say the only
Oh, man.
person in the Dolphins uniform that's been experienced to anything like this is Tyreek Hill.
Yeah,
Like so, but I think everybody on the Chiefs side knows what's at stake. especially because it's a lot of historical value that goes into it. Not only because we went last year and won,
Yeah.
and then the years before, like 2 years before we went, and then we went again and we lost the next year. I, I, it's kind of building to me like that Patriots team where they snuck in. They didn't sneak in, but they went in. They wasn't doing too well, and then somehow they made a run and went back to back.
Yeah.
And
I mean,
I don't know. I
they was
just feel
playing a
like
little better in the season than we are now.
yeah, but
This feels more like
I
that
don't.
year when I
I
showed
just
you that Tom Brady and Pat have basically exactly same stats, exactly the same record. They both barely won the division, and then I think won a playoff game, lost a playoff game, if I remember correctly.
yeah. You're right. That was that year. Yeah, you showed it,
I'm trying to look what
but
year
I
that
don't
was
know.
to make sure I think yeah, 2000. No, it's not 2006. Had to be 2005 then. Yeah, 2005. And yeah, they won one, lost one. That feels
And then
that's
they
like,
went back to the Super Bowl and they won in '06 and lost in '07, right? They lost
mm,
in '07 for sure. That's when they had Randy Moss.
it might have been 07, 08. No. Hell no. Oh
'06,
God.
'07.
It had yeah, 06, 07 then, because
It was '06, '07 because that's when they had Moss.
yeah, because that's when they lost to the Giants is 07. 06 is no, they lost in the conference championship to the Colts. That's when the Colts played the Bears in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, that was my eighth grade year. I remember watching that.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, see, that's the scary part is they didn't get back to the Super Bowl till 2018. So that's the real like that's the thing with the Chiefs where it's like
I just don't see.
either way, let's
I
let's
feel
stick
like
to this
it's
game because we'll have plenty of time to talk about
yeah,
the
yeah.
future
We
of the
have it,
team.
but I'm just saying like I don't think it's a trap game. I think
Yeah,
it's a game that, if anything, it's because a trap game that term is used so like loosely. Like, oh,
I can see that.
it's
I
there's
didn't
no
think about it
trap
like
in it.
that. That's what, yeah,
Like
right.
it's like it's a
You
winner
bet
go
you better
home
be
game.
awake.
Like
Yeah, it's the
yeah,
playoffs.
it's the
You
playoffs.
have to be awake right now, like, or you're
Yeah, it's
done.
like
The season's
yeah, or
over.
you're done. Like and then everybody now you got to listen to the everybody else win, and then the off season talking about is the Chiefs done? Dynasty over? Pat Mahomes, who is he? Lamar got two MVPs. Is he the best quarterback? Like
Yeah. Oh,
only
you guys
thing,
missed Tyreek.
yeah,
Look, Tyreek's
on
moved on. He's
right. Only
you
thing they can
guys.
do uh, at one to solidify the the fuck is that? Sorry, I was just like,
Are you
what is that?
good?
The one commentators and everything else beat Tyreek.
Hmm.
That silence everything. Like, do you miss Tyreek?
Yeah.
No. After that, we won a Super. Everybody
Won a
forget that we
Super
won a
Bowl,
Super
beat him in
Bowl
the
without him.
playoffs.
But we won a Super Bowl without him. But is everybody just like, oh, they still miss Tyreek?
Yeah.
Okay, now you need to beat him. After that, y'all need to win. Yeah, after that, they need to go play Lamar because that Pat needs to play Lamar, and then after that, I'm sure they're gonna have to play Josh Allen at his house.
Yeah.
They're gonna have to squeak that out. And then when they go play Lamar, they have to beat that Lamar. This is the perfect setup for Pat just to solidify I'm the best quarterback in this league right now.
I
I
think
done ran through
I think if
what?
if the Chiefs win this year, I think for me personally, it's hard to argue that he's not the GOAT. In a down year, you run through your former teammate that has been talking crazy for the past 2 years. You beat them in this new upstart super offensive team. That the you beat the new version of the old you
Right.
with the guy that came from there. You go and you beat Josh Allen, and you're basically the secondary rival to the Bengals. The only way that this would have been any better is if the Bengals were mixed in here somehow. You
Right.
go beat Baltimore and the Ravens, and the only other quarterback in the league that really has a chance to keep up with Mahomes, and then you go to the Super Bowl and beat
The best defense. And the
the
49ers,
49ers,
maybe the
basically the
Cowboys.
best team, maybe the best team of put together in the past couple of years. And I think it would be hard to argue anything else.
I
It,
don't.
it,
I wouldn't. As much as I love the Chiefs and Mahomes, I wouldn't. I would listen to the argument. I always said Mahomes need four to be start being called the GOAT. He needs four,
really?
four Super Bowls.
Why?
I said. I just think I understand the run that he did, and as quickly as he did it, but it's just a number in my head, like because LeBron got four. I feel like Mahomes was always the LeBron of the league because Tom Brady was the Jordan of the league. Even though Tom Jordan got six, but he was 6 for 6. Tom Brady was 7 for 10, if I'm not
Yeah,
mistaken.
yeah. 7 out of
So
10, yep.
yeah, so I always thought it's like because I always knew Mahomes was better than Tom Brady, but that 7 for 10 is kind of crazy. So
Yeah.
I was like, he needs at least four because it's like if he had three, everybody's like he only got three out of five, and
I
then
just don't like
his
that we do this
because it
though.
yeah I know we don't, but it's just
Because
like
when
if he
Michael
had,
Jordan went, they started calling Mike the GOAT.
but if
He
if
won
okay,
three
so
titles
I get that he
and
won
retired, and he
three,
was the GOAT. Like
yeah, but he
what? He
came
played
back.
7 seasons. He played
I
6 seasons at
so
that point. It
so
was crazy.
If Mahomes won three, and it'll be what 6?
3 out of 5.
It'll be his sixth year this year, though.
No, his 6th year, but it'd be what? 3 out of. Wait, no,
He went to five
three,
straight
three,
already.
3 out of 5 Super Bowls would be
Out of five Super Bowl,
Mahomes.
but
Yeah,
yeah. But I'm saying like he'd be 3 out of 5, but it'd be 3 out of 6 years.
yeah.
3 for 6. But it's 3 out of 5. 3 out of 5 sounds way better than
But
three out of
wait,
six years. Like
but we talking about. But then you have to factor in how the gap of Brady's thing. Like nobody, we always
yeah. The
forget
gap
that.
is like 10
It's not,
years.
yeah, Brady didn't go 3 and 5 and it just stayed that way. It was
He
3 and then he went 14 years. Like it was 3 and 14 before he got the fourth one.
Right, but that 14 through 18, he won three alone too. He was 3 out of 5 in that.
So
From
what?
14 to 18, he was 3 out of 5 in that.
2001 to 2005. So that's the 5 years basically. Because you got to think 2001 itself,
I
2002,
was like,
2003, 2004,
I was like, Nick,
2005. So that's
I could
five
turn
years.
around. Nick Wright just put it on his uh first thing first today. Like
Yeah. So we
if
can do it. We do it right now. So you got 3 in 5 years. That's roughly the same. But then you go 10 without another one.
right.
But to me, I think if so that means if we take
I said that's why I said he need four, because if he does 3 out of 5, then everybody's gonna say, well, Brady did that in 5. He
yeah,
needs
but
one more, and
Mahomes
then it's
is
just like
handedly the
he's better
better
than yeah,
quarterback.
I
That's the
know
problem
that.
with this conversation. But let's
I
get
know
back to the
he
playoff game.
is.
We don't have to we don't have to debate this right now.
Like,
But
yeah, we're not debating. I know, I understand everything you're saying, but I'm just saying, personally, for me, I want him to be the GOAT. Obviously, if somebody say he the GOAT, I'm not gonna argue it because
to
I'm from
me,
Kansas City, and
I
but
think the argument of he needs four is a little silly because for me to be on pace, he doesn't have to get four until
2000,
2034.
if he stayed on and get it, then he get it. If he
So
get,
like that's
listen, if he get
crazy.
his third this year, I would not be mad. That's what I'm saying. It's
No, no,
like,
no,
but
no. I'm
I'm just
saying I'm
thinking
putting
like
in the go. If you get three now,
I'm
you're
not saying
in.
from my perspective. I think if he get his third this year, then
I'm putting
yes.
you up there.
I'm
I'm
saying
saying you,
like
yeah, you to go. It's going to
the
be
four. I'm
hard
just
to do
saying
say
people
anything
are
else.
saying he's gonna need four at least.
I don't think
I'm
so.
just, media, sports media, people hiring us who
Well,
get
yeah,
paid to do it.
sure. But that's what we do here. That's what we do with this thing is we debate these things, and I just think
Yeah,
to think that okay, Brady didn't get 7 in 10 years. He got
no,
7 in 21 years, basically.
right. Yeah, he
And
did.
so,
Yeah,
like
it's facts.
the fact that we do that was like for you, the number was 4 in your head, but it's like to me, if you get 4 within 15 years, You're on the same
Oh yeah, if
trajectory.
4 and 15 years is just, I think that is
So
solidified
if you
to
get
be.
4 in the next 10 years, if he gets
Oh,
4,
if he get 4 and 10, everybody gonna hit to go because he can win five. He can win two more at
so
least.
then
If Brady played 20 years,
if
but we
if
don't know.
you
Like
but if you're
we
on pace to do the same thing that Brady's doing, and we
right,
all think you're hands down the actual better at playing the position, then what are we talking
yeah,
about? You to go.
he's already one of the top three quarterbacks that ever played.
Oh yeah. I mean, it's the playoff stats
So
alone. He's
yeah,
already passed. He's about
was that
a couple more
13 and
years. Yeah, he'll
13 and
pass.
2 or 13
Favre
and
only has like 14 wins in the playoffs. Peyton Manning, I think he
yeah,
might have passed already.
yeah,
Like
he's
it.
gonna pass everybody this year. So it's
That's
just,
why to me,
like,
it's just like
he's
I'm
first in
putting him up
every
there already.
he's first in every playoff category for quarterbacks alone in statistical
But
categories.
you
So
have to beat the Dolphins here. Now,
you
my
have to.
my 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 next question to you is for you, what are the X factors in this game for the Chiefs going into, this crazy cold ridiculous game with somewhat your legacy on the line?
X factors. Get the run game going. Dolphins already showed they couldn't tackle Josh Allen.
Boy,
It's gonna be cold. You think they're gonna be able to tackle Pacheco? Yeah, I feel like he can run in any weather.
the only thing
So,
for me, I love Pacheco to death, right? The only thing for me is the vision is a problem because he has games where it's just, hey, the gap is right there. Like I know whatever the play was called or whatever, like that's
his
cool.
vision is better than Clyde's because Clyde had
Nah,
zero vision.
no, I think
Zero.
right now I would say no, like Clyde right now, but athletically,
That because
it's
he's
like not
playing
even
for a spot
close.
in the NFL.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's the
Like
only thing.
athletically,
Like
Clyde is nowhere near where Pacheco's at. But I think mentally now, 4 years in or whatever it is, like I think he's gotten a lot better with that because he used to do the same thing. Is like, hey, this is called in the two gap. I'm just gonna shove my face into the two gap no
right,
matter
and not
what
look at
is
nothing.
happening.
No,
Yeah,
no jumps that. But I feel like X factors. I would say run game, and then
yeah, yeah.
for us run game, it would be solidify the run game, play action to Travis Rice. Just
Mm-hmm.
get our receivers in there early because I know it's gonna be cold. We already know their hands is iffy, so we got to get the
Boy.
ball in their hands quick so so their hands is not stiff
Mm-hmm.
and things like that. And uh, it's really I want to see what our tackles are looking like because
Did
I know it's been like on
Did
the
you see
injury
the news
report.
too?
What
Jerick
what
McKinnon's out for the season.
what happened to him? I didn't see that one.
He has some type of like abdominal injury.
Damn, man, I was waiting for him to come back today. I was going.
Yep.
That's why he wasn't on my on the ESPN bet thing. I was like,
Yep.
"Where's McKinnon for anytime touchdown?" Because he was
Out
gonna
for the
score.
season, bro. That shit hurt. It hurt when I seen. I was like, no, we just got Clyde as the backup. Like, and
He's our best blocking black.
hands down,
He's our best blocking back,
hands
hands down.
down.
Like we missed him a couple weeks ago that when we was down backs. I'm like, man, McKinnon was missed.
And P Ryan looked like he was okay.
No, but I'm really focused on our tackles.
God damn, I'm dying. I knew this was gonna happen at some point. My bad.
Nice.
Go ahead.
But after, I mean, the Dolphins they're really hurt
Oh
on the
yeah,
defensive side.
they don't have
So
no D line. Both they edge rushers is
yeah,
gone. So it's
yeah,
backups.
Van Geekel and
He got hurt. Jerome Baker got hurt.
and then Chubb is out, and then Jawan Howard is out, who was probably gonna hold Rice. I mean, I said Jawan. Xavier
JV.
Howard is out. I said, who? I'm thinking of Jawan Taylor at the same time as Xavier Howard. I'm just like, what is going on? But I don't know, man. It seems like a game where we can really, I don't want to say take lightly, but really work on some things for the Bills because they really depleted on places where we need to work at.
But see, that's why I called it a trap because even that thinking is just like, nah, we need to
No,
just
no.
do
We go at him
everything
a lot.
possible to
Yeah,
win.
do everything. Yeah, do everything. I mean, because defensively, we should be set. Like,
Hold
I
on,
wish.
bro. Hold on. I gotta get a cough drop, bro. I'm dying. Hold on. Yeah. Yeah, that's why
Yeah.
I worry about that because it's like, yeah, they super banged up, and I just worry that this just, hey, let's just try some stuff. Like, no. We need to just pull out all the stops. It can't be no cute. Let's this whole thing's back for the rest of the playoffs. Like that's over with. You got to pull all the
And,
stops out.
but one thing I was thinking.
Hmm.
You see how hard Chris Jones was playing the last game of the season for his incentive?
Hmm.
What if they had playoff incentives for if we make it to the playoffs, you get more money?
Well, he does. It's win the Super Bowl. And it's another
Yeah, I
like
get that, but
million
it's
or
just like
something.
he was playing like I've never, but we've watched Chris Jones a
Yeah.
lot. That Chargers game,
He was
it
trying to
wasn't
take
a
somebody's
play.
head
He
off.
was not in the backfield. I'm talking splitting double teams, triple team, bro. Dude was going crazy. I'm like, bro, this nigga
Hmm.
really want his 1.2. Like after he made 1.2 10 years ago in his first, yeah, I don't know. I'm not saying like he just did it to get his incentive, but I'm just like, we need
No, he
that
definitely
Chris
did.
Jones
He
in the
played like the
playoffs.
third most snaps he's played all season in that game. Like a
Yeah, I was like,
random
but we
meaningless
need
game.
that Chris Jones in the playoffs because he was going crazy. And that's that. And to be honest, if he plays like that all playoffs, I guarantee we win the Super Bowl. Ain't no quarterback. You know how scared. Look, you see how scared Easton Stick was. All like, dude
Yeah,
had
he kept running.
dude had at one point he had 15 snaps played and 7 pressures.
Hmm.
How what the and then two or three of them could have been sacks if Easton Stick didn't just throw it out of the way real quick.
I mean, smart on his part. Shit.
Yeah, smart on his part, but it's just like what the hell? Like I'm like this shit's out of control. But I mean, no trap game for the Chiefs. It's gonna be. I still think it's gonna be close only because it's playoffs.
What do you think about
It's
the other side of the ball? Like, what do you think the X factor? Because for me, the X factor for the Chiefs, I have a weird. It's a weird thing. I really think a lot hinges on McCole Hardman because we got Rasheed now.
yeah.
Travis Kelsey, I feel
That's
like
that's that's
if
that's
he can
that is
still
that
take
is
another step up, like or back, just go back to being himself for the playoffs. I think he can do that. I think that one little, hey, take this jet sweep 30 yards just one time.
and
Scare the defense one time. That's all
what's
you have to
what's
do.
the way he was catching might scare the Dolphins. It's like, oh shit,
True, yeah.
McCole back from IR, and he's doing. Even though he dropped 2 passes, it was
Yeah.
screen passes, so they're not really worried about that. But the couple
That deep
passes
one where
the
he
couple passes
took it
that
from the other dude.
yeah took it from the dude is just like, oh shit. And then guess what? Justin Ross might be there. You never know. He might hit a comeback, and bam,
Yeah.
there you go.
Catch the
And
back shoulder fade.
Richie James is no slouch.
If he
So it's
gets
just
some
like,
tick. Where's Kadarius
especially no,
Tony?
yeah,
That's
whatever.
that's what
But
I'm
I know,
scared
but
of. That's the only thing I'm scared of. Where's
no,
Kadarius?
I I I'm not talking. I'm gonna take a step back for a second.
Hmm.
If Richie James get an open seam, he's probably gonna break one through on the playoffs on the punt return. Dude is a real
I
good
can
punt
see that.
returner.
Yeah.
Like we thought Kadarius Tony was good, but Richie James, like if you watch him catch punts and it's so fluent, like he's done it before and he just takes it. And
Yeah.
then like I don't know. I told my brother like weeks ago, I was like, if Richie James get a scene, bro, he's gonna take one to the house. I guarantee you in the playoffs. Mark my words, bro. If on there, bro, Richie James is gonna take one to the house. One of these playoff games if we go through the playoffs.
So here, would you be comfortable taking the -4.5?
For the Chiefs,
Yeah.
yeah. We're gonna win by
So you got
6.
full touchdown basically. That's what you looking at. Like it's most likely going to be a full touchdown because
It's gonna
because you kind that's most likely what you'll need because
yeah.
5 is like a weird.
Yeah,
Two
so what
field
number?
goals or a
6.
touchdown is usually leans toward you're to get just
Or
get.
somebody try to go for 2 and they miss it, so now you up 2 and then you score something like that. But yeah, I'll take the 4
The
minus
only thing that
4.
scares me for the damn 4.5 is you up 7 with a couple minutes
It's
left. They kick a field goal thinking they can make a stop, get the ball back, and all of a sudden it's
right.
4. And you sitting there being
It's
like,
four and a
fuck,
half. I thought you said it's 4.5.
it's 4.5.
Damn, it went up.
Yeah, it was. I got it at 3.5 on Sunday night or
It
Monday
was just
morning.
4 earlier today.
It's 4.5 right now.
I haven't did no bets yet. I haven't looked, so I didn't
Oh,
know it. It's going up.
still, yeah. That's what I was saying about trap game. Everybody keep talking about this like it's a walk in the park. They're hurt. It's cold. There's no way they lose this
Oh,
game.
so
Like that's what's
Vegas
scary.
Vegas think they slick, huh?
Yeah,
They trying to get their money back from something.
four and
Like
a
4.
half
I'm
is
not betting a 4.5 game. No, I'm not doing it. Not the half. I don't
yeah.
like the half shit
That's
when the
why it's skip
points.
4.5 is like ooh, like that can get covered in so many different ways.
Yeah,
I like I don't know.
I'm not betting no 4.5 on the points. Like I'll do money line if anything. If I think the Chiefs gonna win, I'll just do money
True.
line.
Yeah,
But
minus
I'm
two
not
twenty
doing four and
five.
a half. Yeah,
You had to bet a little bit, but
I'll put that with the money line with the Rams, money
or
line with the Chiefs, and money line with the Rams, and we good.
or here's a little trick that I've learned too that you can go just take them to win like if you really think like there's no way the Chiefs lose this game, you just take them to win both halves, and that's
Oh
usually
yeah,
way better odds. But so we both got the Chiefs.
yeah.
So let's go through some of the other games too, like get to the next one. Steelers at Bills. The
Lord.
question I wrote in the notes was how do the Steelers not lose this game? Is there any way possible for the Steelers to actually win this game
Mm.
with Mason Rudolph still because they will not go back to Kenny Pickett?
Yeah, they won't, which is weird.
No, but
That
did you
says a
you
lot
didn't hear the
about Kenny
story?
Pickett.
Kenny Pickett basically he
Doesn't want to play
said
for him.
no. He said that he will not like he got hurt, right? And then he was fine. I think it was something like he ended up getting healthy and he was practicing and he said he would not take backup reps to Mason Rudolph. So he said, "Okay, that's cool, bro. We're just gonna start him and you just won't practice then." So that's where they at with Kenny Pickett right now. Like
So
Kenny
who's the
Pickett,
backup?
it's Kenny Pickett. No, I guess it's Trubisky
Oh Lord. So
Yeah,
if Kenny Pickett get hurt in this playoff game,
or Mason Rudolph gets
Trubisky's
hurt.
coming off. I mean, yeah. If Mason Rudolph get hurt in this playoff,
Yeah,
Trubisky's coming
or
in.
they'll have
And
I guess so. Or somehow they'll just go
if
to
I'm
Kenny
not,
Pickett and be like, "All right, bro, come on, like let's do it."
and who the hell is Kenny Pickett to say I'm not taking backup reps to anybody when you play like a backup your whole career? But anyway, that's wild to me. Like, dude, you ain't said yeah. Like, I can see if Russell Wilson said it. Like, it's like I'm not taking backups to him. Like, bro, look, you know who you talking to? Like, you can't say. All right. Anyway, I'm
Let
sorry.
me
I was gonna
see.
go on a tangent with that. That's out of control. Like Kenny
Yeah, let me
Pickett, get
read
your ass
exactly
off.
what it said.
I play for pit head ass ACC and ain't won
David, why
nothing
you
else.
going
Like
in so
get that.
hard on Kenny Pickett?
Like what are you doing, dude? Like you ain't even like you be grateful, bro. That you still in the league. Like that's out of control.
That's crazy. Let me see where it says.
I'm mad that I didn't even knew where he played
Yeah.
at.
Yeah, so yeah, Kenny Pickett slams. I guess it was just rumors that he refused to back up Mason Rudolph. So basically, he got cleared to practice and play and everything, and they still
He's
said, "Nah, we going with Mason Rudolph." And he said, "Well, that's cool because I'm not gonna practice then. I'll just sit. I just won't do anything because I'm not backing this guy up. I'm not backing
well.
Mason Rudolph up."
Well, Pittsburgh is in a. They should be glad they made it to the playoffs because they got a room full of backups,
Yeah,
and two of the three are third stringers.
yeah, that's
So
crazy.
Kenny Pickett might can be a good backup, might,
Mason Rudolph been doing pretty
but
good though.
yeah, okay.
He ain't
So
been bad. But how do the
I don't
Steelers not lose this game? Let's go back to the
not lose it.
yeah. How do they
Run the
win? How do
ball.
they just run? They just run it down their throat.
Najee Harris, Jaron Warren Harris, TJ
Couple
Watt's
plays to
not gonna
Pickett
play.
or
Play
Johnson.
yeah, play actions.
I'm still mad that they don't really go to Move that much anymore. It's just like that part of their offense
Yeah,
has just disappeared now. It's so
but
weird.
I'm also going. His line started at like 12,
That's
12 and a
crazy.
half on
No,
receiving
I
yards.
took him in
I'll
the
take
last
that.
game for
So
25. It was I
I
think it was
did.
24 and a half.
I took him for 20
And I was
and one.
sick.
So it's
I was
like,
sick. I think he had like
dude,
23, bro. I was like,
yeah, I was like, I
what
took him
the
for
fuck?
20. So his line this week started at 12. Take the 12.
They
It's
just
gonna be
don't
a
use
12.
him anymore.
They
Like I
don't.
just
It's
remember a
weird.
couple years ago, all the moves, all the chants,
Yeah.
and he was like they were saying, oh, he could be like a Travis Kelce
And
type
because
receiver.
when you get a finicky quarterback back there that don't know what to do, like usually when you get a finicky quarterback, it's usually running back, dump offs, or play action. My tight end's right there. I don't understand what's going on. Like
Well, here's a
deep,
little shocker take for you for this game that I have a little bit. I'm worried about the Bills. I'm
I mean,
honestly worried about the Bills just because I think
they can they
if this game's close at all, I'm worried about a three-pick Josh Allen game where all of a sudden it's 14-17 and the Bills have the ball and Josh Allen already threw two picks and all of a sudden we're like, what is happening? Like he just threw a pick, threw the game away, and now the Steelers are advancing in the playoffs. That's the only world
yeah,
that
but
I
I
worry
don't
about this.
even through Josh Allen, Josh Allen's worst games is probably better than Mason Rudolph's best games. Like I just don't understand.
In
Like
that scenario though, in that scenario, it's a low scoring, close game where they just running the
yeah,
ball and kicking field goals.
everybody's running.
Yeah, they
It's
just
like running. It was
they
like
have
fuck it, we're
200
just
plus
gonna
yards rushing and they just
whoever got the
dominate.
lead just gonna run and we're just gonna run. Like,
Hmm. That's the
but
only.
I just don't see it like that. Like I think the Bills are gonna
I'm with
win.
you though.
The line is at 10.
That's crazy.
Would I take it at 10?
That mean that went up. Gee,
Mm, what is that?
10.
What's the line at now?
No, because it was 9.5.
I would say I seen it earlier on
No, it's 10. It is. You're right. It's
I would
10.
say yeah. I would say the line's
Uh,
at 10 right now.
The
So
total is 36.5. So what is that?
18, I mean 18.
24-12, where they just kick field goal like, oh God.
21 4 21 17.
The cover, yeah, so we both disagree. This should be a rout. There's no reason the Bills lose this game
It's
whatsoever.
if they lose,
Shouldn't
then
be close.
Josh Allen should never be mentioned
Yeah, we got to stop.
because if they lose, it's gonna be Josh Allen's fault.
We got to
Obviously,
stop. Yeah. So let's go
what?
to the next game then, which is the Packers at the Cowboys.
Should save that to last.
No, I got to do it before I start dying of a cough.
Oh man, your best versus your worst. What
Woo! You don't understand.
you started off, and then you tell me, and I'm just gonna go off for you because I wanted to hear. I've been waiting this whole all week, waiting to hear this Packers versus
so,
Cowboys. What is?
so first off, let's start here. LaFleur in his 5 years? They
Mm-hmm.
played twice. He won twice. He never lost against the
Yeah.
Cowboys.
Okay.
And in these 4 years, it's not like the Cowboys have been bad. They've been 12-5, 12-5, 12-5 the past whatever 4 years straight. But they're 2-0. Granted, both those games with Rodgers, but also granted, one of those years was 2022. They weren't, or this was, I guess that would have been last year then, where they beat them. It was 31-22 or something like that. They just beat them last year with Rodgers, and they were terrible. I shouldn't say terrible. They just weren't good. Um, the crazy thing here is if you had to ask me who I actually trust more as a quarterback right now, the sad part is it's probably Dak a little bit over Jordan Love just because the swings of Jordan Love are so far one way and so far the other way that if it swings badly, they're gonna get blown out. They're gonna get dusted if he
Because
has
their
one of those
defense
bad
is not
games.
good.
Because the defense can't do shit. They're not
Defense is
doing
not
nothing
good.
with this offense. They're not stopping
No,
CeeDee Lamb. Tony Pollard
no.
might have the game of his life. And
Yes.
Jordan, it basically like all of this comes down to my guy Jordan Love. He has to go crazy.
If I'm a better, I would just go in and do Pollard, Ferguson, CD, and Dak for over 2. Ferguson for probably over 50 yards. Pollard for over like 70 yards rushing. And then CD for over 80 yards receiving. And you'll probably win some money on that.
Yeah, but
Like, just, I mean, just
now,
easy.
now for me, the wild, I took the Packers +7. I
I
think
know you
they'll
did.
still cover. I still think they cover this game. So I think that we overestimate. The real thing here is I'm not even like I can't dunk on Dak. I'm not dunking on Dak because the defense they're facing, I think he can shred it. Him and CeeDee Lamb and Ferguson, they can shred that defense if need be. The problem
Cooks.
I feel is on the other side. Gilmore's gimpy because he damn near died last
Yeah.
week. Like that shit
Yeah.
was
He almost, yeah, I would say he
the way he was
almost,
walking around. It was I was scared. Like I was scared for him. But I wonder if the defense is a little flukier than we like give credit for it because it's like we've been saying like Michael Parsons has been somehow up there in odds for player of the year, but where has he been? What has he been doing? I know he's been generating statistics, but has he really been impacting the game the same way?
no.
Can
No.
Deron Bland be had by the five different 22-year-old wide receivers that the Packers have? Yeah. If you're telling me that I get Aaron Jones back and AJ Dillon,
What? I'll take Aaron Jones. I'll take AJ Dillon anytime touchdown and Aaron Jones on the rushing yards.
but that's why for
So
me it's like I see a world where Jordan Love can he just not throw a pick and get somewhere
I just
like
think
300, 2 touchdowns, something like that, and they
three
keep it
hundred. No,
close. Yeah.
no,
Again,
300.
how
He's not
come?
getting
How come
three
he
hundred.
can't?
I don't think he's getting 300. I think the time. I think if it's close, it's gonna be low scoring because both
Really?
offenses are on some bull. Yeah, if it's close, it's gonna be low scoring. It's gonna be like 21-17 type shit. I don't because it's
You trust
if
I don't trust the Cowboys defense anymore. I think that's the problem for me.
I don't.
Against
It's
a
not
bad
trusting the
team,
defense,
sure.
but I think he's gonna be. I think Jordan Love is gonna be frantic-y. It's his first playoff game.
The dude's also 25, so I hope there's a
Um,
little.
just because you're 25 don't mean your first job you don't fuck up the first time you get into a real situation.
That's true.
Like, it's like
But okay,
I
can I
don't.
offer you this? So, what is this? The last. Let's just go these last 10 games, right? And I'll just point the quarterback out to you and tell you the yards that they got against this defense, the this amazing Cowboys defense, right?
Mm-hmm.
Um, Jared Goff put up four. Oh, wait. Put up 300 yards, 295.
Uh-huh.
Tua put up 284. Now they had that weird Bills game where James Cook ran for 200 yards. So Josh Allen only had 85 yards. And he only threw the ball 7 times in that game, if you remember,
Right.
where they
Yeah.
lost. Jalen Hurts in the slump, 218. Geno, 334. Sam Howell, 268. So basically, since what's the date? This is week 12. So since Thanksgiving, they've been giving up 250 plus essentially to every quarterback they face. And they've all been, relatively good quarterbacks. I think if my brain believing that Jordan Love is at a minimum in the top half of quarterbacks in the league, that 15, 14, 13 is floating around somewhere in there, then I think he has to throw for 250. And to me, that
Yeah.
keeps the game
Well.
close. That's keeping it close.
Yeah. Well.
It's a
No. I mean,
30
too. It's
to
not keeping it close. That's some of that is trying to come back as well.
well, that's true.
Like
But I see this as
so.
it's a 30, 34 type of
Let's
game where
say
it's
if it's
like a late
the first
cover and you're like, the game is over
you
still. It
said
doesn't even
the
matter.
first quarterback was who again?
Golf.
Golf. Experienced quarterback.
Yeah,
Went to a Super Bowl. He can do
true.
what he needs to
But we're not going to
do.
pretend. Do you think golf is a lot better than Jordan Love?
Not a lot, but I would
Because for me,
Who would I
experience
go?
is cool, but it's like if you still got to be good. I don't know
But
if
at
he's
but
even
at this
good.
point, as a pocket passer, because Jordan Love is a pocket passer because he's not a
True,
runner,
that's true.
I would probably take golf.
I don't know. I mean, I can
Eh,
understand that. I
Yeah, it was
understand
like
that, but I
so.
no,
It was
not
like
for me
man,
personally.
and then Tua had to look at his weapons around him. Obviously, he's gonna throw
Yeah,
for some yards. Like shit, you can pop pass it to Tyreek and get 50, 60 yards. So it's okay. So
you
I
put
get that.
you put Jordan Love on the Dolphins right now. Ugh, with all that weird shit he does. Where he did you see the throw that he had? What was it?
Yeah, on the
Was it
back,
last
the
week?
one on the back foot.
Bruh, where he's
Yeah.
leaning on the back and jumps again. But this time instead of dropping
No,
it in the bucket, he threw a dart.
You don't have to sell me on it. I fuck with Jordan Love, bro. Like
I'm just saying
I
that
even fuck with him till I put money on him,
I
and
know.
he didn't even make me money. Like
You still
he
hurt over
couldn't
that.
he couldn't throw 2 touchdowns.
But I just
Nah,
think I think
but and I
the
think that was against the
Cowboys
Lions too.
I think the
But
Cowboys defense is a little overhyped right
it,
now.
it no, it is.
They have
I mean,
one, two, three, they have 5 games all season where the quarterback where they basically didn't give up 300 yards total. That's not a great defense. That's solid. They're pretty good.
they hype because Micah Parsons.
Yeah.
And
Look at this the
listen,
rating. They're
sports media hypes teams up based on who is in right now. Micah Parsons is in.
the
He's
scary
in
think
right
about
now.
this. Think about how scary this is. They got AJ Dillon and Aaron Jones. And for yards on defense, rushing, they're 16th, 11th for giving up rushing touchdowns, and 15th for yards per run. That's not great when you got a two-back system and a quarterback who can do some crazy shit here and there.
And that's I mean, see, this is why I don't like
Uh-oh.
I really don't like numbers. Like this
Okay.
is like because like
Well, if you don't like numbers, then go see the Bills game and tell me that their rush defense is good.
no, it's just like the numbers that really make you seem like, oh man, they got this and that. It's all matchup. Like, can
Yeah.
that guy hold that guy? And we don't know because who can the tackle hold? Can the right tackle hold Michael Parsons? We don't know until we see it.
Micah
And
Parsons is terrible in the run. He's
that and
six
that
three, 220
you
pounds.
he's terrible in the run because you know why? Because everybody
Because he gets
scheme him
bullied.
away from the run.
Mm,
They release him and they run away from him. That's why
I've
if
seen
you watch
Micah
all
get
the
bullied though.
I've seen him get bullied, but if you watch it, the way they scheme it is they release and
Well,
they
yeah,
run his way and
and
they
put him on the
release.
backside. Yeah, yeah, we putting you on the backside. Good luck.
That's not that right. Good
Run. You
luck.
gonna have to
That was
run
like
down the back of the line and try to make a play. It's like this one of the hardest things, and
I,
nobody does it. Like,
I don't know. I just feel like
but
they could
who?
be.
That's the thing. Okay, you keep talking about
I like
Micah.
AJ Dillon and
Who's the rest of their
Demarcus
line?
Lawrence.
Demarcus Lawrence, who's
Demarcus Lawrence.
yeah. I don't even know where we left off now because we just talking about. But no,
Listen,
I got trust. I trust but I feel like every time I say I trust them, they fuck it up. And every time I go, I don't know about this one, they go fucking, they just ball out crazy. So I don't know. I just don't think Dallas defense is that good. I think maybe this will be the game where everybody realizes like, oh shit, maybe
I don't think Dallas defense is that good. I also don't think Packers offense is good enough to beat the not good Dallas
yeah.
defense, and I don't think Dallas offense is going to submit to the not good Packers offense. So,
The
like I
real
said,
question to
like
me, can if the Packers hit the highest like their high of highs, like they have the past I think what 2 weeks now, if
it's
they
going to be
can
a
hit
shootout.
that high, it'll be a close shootout, and that's what I'm
It's
banking
going to
on
be it's going to
regardless.
be a 35
That's what my money is on.
41 type shit. Like if they hit their highest highs and Dallas defense is not playing and but Packers defense suck and
Yeah.
then Dallas offense is clicking, it's going to be like a 35, 41, 42, whatever type game, and it's just
Yeah.
gonna be like, what the fuck did we just watch? It's probably the best offensive game best playoff game this week that we've seen.
Well, yeah.
Like,
So you got Cowboys. I'll take
got
the.
Cowboys.
I think the Cowboys still win. I still am.
You
I'm
got the
assuming
Packers
they win it.
points,
They
but you got
covering
the
the seven and a
Cowboys.
half though. That's what I would imagine. They're covering
Okay.
a
You got them
touchdown.
covering 7.5.
But
Okay.
speaking of one of the best offensive games, we can move
This
right
is the
over.
game I've been waiting for.
Ooh, boy, the
This is the one I've been
Rams,
waiting for. I can't wait till that game come
Eagles
on.
and Bucks, right?
No. No. I actually don't want to
That's
watch that game.
that's why I
But
saved that one for last. But Rams and Lions.
this is the one I've been. Jared Goff, the trade of the quarterbacks coming back to fruition.
Stafford comes back home to Ford Field. They first home playoff game in 30 years. Two not terrible defenses, but below average defenses. Two awesome offenses.
This is the one I've been waiting for.
I don't
can't
know.
wait to this.
I'll jump out for this one. The Rams should win this game. The Lions on paper should be the better team, but watching over the last, what has it been, maybe 6 weeks-ish, the Rams have slowly worked their way into form. They have arguably the best duo of receivers, arguably a top 5 running back. Is Kyren Williams a top 5 running back? Can you name 5 more running backs that are better than him?
Probably, but yeah, he's good.
I mean, for this year, like,
oh, okay.
Can you get to 5 right? Like right now, this moment, is there 5? I guess the guys on the other side of this, like, you can make the same argument for them.
Shit, I don't know. I'm gonna say the Lions got 2 good running backs.
Yeah, I'm just about to say, but then the problem is no Laporta. That's a big.
Yeah, I know that's a real big
hit. That's Goff's security blanket, really.
Yeah.
I mean, if we be honest,
Amara St. Brown, boy,
but he hasn't really been doing a lot though.
Yeah, well, he's
been kind of quiet
a couple times.
Well, yeah.
No, he was cooking. He had that real big play last week.
Oh,
the one down the sideline and
yeah.
I would say, well, he had a real big play.
I'm just thinking of there was a stretch for a couple weeks where he was just not there. I mean, he's always there because he's really their number one option in the passing game, but it just felt like,
where's Jameson Williams at? That's the question.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah,
he had that little stretch of 2 weeks or whatever where he was like, wait, what's happening now? Here? Like, and nothing.
No,
where he ran 24 miles an hour or whatever that was on that little screenplay.
Jameson Williams, come to the Chiefs. But anyway,
should have moved up to get him, but that's another story for another day. God damn it, Veach. You were smart for what you did though, because that got us Trent McDuffie and all that shit. So that worked out.
Yeah, but I don't know. I love this matchup. I really love this matchup because it's probably like the toughest game to like who's gonna win type shit.
Yeah, like the closest matchup in totality for sure.
It very is because I want quarterback. I want both teams to win. To be perfectly honest, like if you could tie and move to the next day, I would want it because I want to see how both of these teams play the next game. Yeah, because we never gonna know. But
this is wild. It's wild that we have these crazy matchups with all these stories. Like Tyreek Hill returns to the Chiefs. Stafford returns to Ford Field, their first home playoff game.
It's crazy how the NFL has so many stories.
Yeah.
Packers
Cowboys is actually like a
Mike
rivalry
McCarthy.
That went back to the 70s, 60s, 70s, 80s. It was like a rivalry.
Ironically, the fucking Cowboys coach used to coach the Packers.
There you go. That too. I forgot about that. Like lost his job to the guy across from him.
Yeah.
Forgot about that.
You got fucking Goff and Tyreek Hill, and then you got one more. It's 4 stories that's going on this weekend. Who else is? I don't know, there's 4 of them.
But this is the best one. This is like the best.
This is the best one.
Best matchup, best story, best all of that. Where it's just, I can't wait to turn on Peacock and watch it. One of these games, no, the Chiefs.
That's the Chiefs game is the Peacock one.
Thank
Yeah.
God I got Peacock. I'm happy. I heard somebody talking
Well,
shit about
you
it. I was
you
like, well,
live in
I
Kansas
got it.
City. You live in Kansas City, so you getting it on regular TV.
No, it's not coming on regular TV.
Not even like
It's
nation. I
on
mean,
Peacock.
only on Peacock,
It's
not
not
on
no
like.
NBC. It's on Peacock only.
Oh, okay. Well, I got
Yeah.
Peacock, so I'm good.
I got it
So,
too, so I don't give a fuck either, bro. Why do
I
you
was
not?
like,
You should
shit.
have Peacock. Like you might as well.
Yeah, I
Like
know that. I
it's
mean, if
way
you watch
easier to
sports, then like,
stream. Yeah, it's way easier to stream the Sunday night games on Peacock than turn your TV on your cable like a caveman. But but
so easy a caveman can do it.
boy,
Geico
them
has,
commercials is back.
but yeah, I know. I
That
seen
shit
it.
weird as hell.
Shout out Peacock Geico if y'all want to give us a,
Yeah. But
no.
like Nick Wright kept asking everybody on these podcasts these past couple of days is like, who's the better quarter? Who has the better quarterback? Rams. Who has the better coach?
Yeah, I seen
Rams.
that.
Who has the better
Yeah,
defense? Rams. And it's
Rams.
like,
Why
yeah,
shouldn't the Rams win?
why shouldn't
And
they?
well, I mean, I had that. You remember I text? Didn't I text you? Was that today or yesterday? Where I said Rams minus 3.5?
That was
Question
yesterday.
mark.
Yeah, and I sent
It's
you
like
what?
I already put it in. That's what you
Rams money
said.
line. Fuck the point. Straight up.
Yeah, so I actually do think the Rams is gonna pull this out. I don't know why. I just the Lions is I don't know
The Lions are
they struck.
favored by 3 points, by the way. I just want to point that out.
I know that, but it's just like they're good, but they're not.
Yeah.
You get what I'm
That's
saying?
yes.
It's kind of awkward. Like if you don't watch football, then you probably like, what are you talking about? It's
The
like
Lions
if
are
you,
12 and
but
5 and their offense
yeah,
is amazing.
like have you not seen the Lions in their best
Like, no, I
performance? It's like
have.
yeah, I've seen them all year. Like they've been on national TV. I've seen them against the Chiefs where they had to win off of a pick six. We would have won that game if we didn't get a pick six. Like I've seen them. Like
I called the Lions out for this major red flag. I have to see what game it was because their secondary is so bad. Like it's embarrassing bad. It was the Bears game. They beat the Bears, but Justin Fields had like 200 some
250.
yards. Yeah, like he went crazy. And it was just like, wait a minute. Like you guys, like what just happened? No, the Bears won. Yes, that's what okay, the Bears won. They came back and they just fucking dominated the game and it was just DJ Moore, Justin Fields. DJ Moore, Justin Fields. Just over and over again and
And
into the
what
game.
and what do you think they about to do with Puka and Cooper
That's
and
bruh.
Kyron Williams?
There is
Shit about
only
to go.
one man who can do anything to stop the Rams offense. And it's that white man on the end of that defensive line.
Aiden Hutchinson.
Aiden fucking Hutchinson is the only thing that can save them
Boy is a
because the
fucking
Rams
beast.
offensive line
You know who he
still
remind me of?
trash.
You know,
Hmm.
you know who he remind me of?
Who?
Jared Allen.
I knew you was as soon as you add, I knew you was gonna say that. A little
Like
bit though. Bigger though.
Jared bigger, but
Wait, is he
Jared
bigger
as
though?
in like he looks bigger on
He
TV.
looked bigger, yeah.
Yeah, on
Well,
TV he looks bigger.
Jared
I
Allen
don't know.
6'6", 255.
Jared Allen 6'6". My lord, he was that big.
Aiden
Why was he?
Hutchinson
Why was he at a D2, a D3 at 6'6"?
slow. Aiden Hutchinson 6'7", 270.
My lord, these dudes are huge. Why are they moving like that so big?
I was just talking about this at work. I was like, think about how scary that is if you had to run away from one of these motherfuckers. Even Jalen, what's his name? Jalen Carter? No, not Jalen Carter. The other one, Jordan Davis.
Yeah.
340. 6'6", 340. Do you know his 40 time
Hey,
was?
mm-mm.
A 4.7.
Hey, bro. Quick story.
Yeah.
Not gonna hold you on it.
Mhm.
So when I was when I played football at my high school, I was the backup quarterback to my boy Darren, who ended up playing at Wyoming and was a safety there. Got a
Mhm.
full ride scholarship to play at Wyoming and played with Josh Allen.
Oh shit.
He was a senior and Josh Allen was a freshman, and he was the starting safety at Wyoming.
Ah.
So in high school, he was the quarterback. I was his backup. Our starting
Wait.
DE.
Hold on. was this senior year?
So no, not my senior year. My
Okay.
my junior year, I
Okay.
was a backup quarterback to Darren, and he was
Okay.
our quarterback, but he got a scholarship to play at Wyoming to play safety,
Hmm.
not quarterback. So he ended up going to Wyoming, whatever. He played with Josh. That was the disclaimer. He played with Josh Allen at Wyoming. But our DE that was a senior in his class when I was a junior was Austin. And he played at South Dakota State. You know, South Dakota State is a real big
Yeah.
CS, is that what they
Yeah.
call it?
FCS.
FCS
Yeah.
school. FCS school. And we was playing in
Uh-oh.
you know, that's when I thought I was this mobile quarterback. I was real quick and shit. Like, dude's a 6'5", maybe
Yes.
235, 6'6",
Catching you, huh?
235 D. Bro, I did a read option. I'm thinking I got away. He might have stretched his arm out once. I thought I got past the line of scrimmage. I got snatched back so fucking quick,
Yep.
and he just threw me. I'm like, what the fuck is? That's when I realized like there's a difference
A huge
in like
difference.
huge difference in like D1. Like this shit's out of control. Like I thought I was free. I'm like, bam, bam. I hit the D tackle that came in real quick. I hit him, bam, bam, and
He just grabbed
beat
you.
the tackle. And I got around him, but he was like, "Oh, you think you got around me? Bam,
Come here.
got me, snatched me up." I'm like, "This shit's out of control." That's why I was just like,
It's
these niggas in the
real.
NFL
It's
have to be
real.
different
That's
because
what I
this
was
was
that's what I was saying at
D1.
work. I was like, think about it. Because I was talking at work. I was like, think about this. I'm 5'8", 5'9", 5'8.5", really, no shoes on. So I'm 5'9" with shoes on, right? When I was in high school, I was probably 250, 260. So, big as
Yeah,
hell, fat. And I think I ran like a 5. It was sub 6, right?
yeah.
Like 5'5" or some shit. It was slow as hell, right? And I think about it now, I was like, okay, what could I run now? I could probably run just over a 5 flat right now. And I think about it, I'm like, there's a dude who's a foot taller than me and weighs probably 100 and some change more that would catch me so easily, it wouldn't even make sense. You know what I mean? Like how crazy that is. Would catch me without even thinking. A big fat dude who's a foot taller than me would catch me without even thinking about it, without breaking the. He wouldn't even be breathing hard. Just gotcha.
There you go.
Like how crazy. That's the scariest
Yeah,
thing. For
I
somebody
ran a,
like you,
I
I'm
ran
sure
it.
that's even
Yeah,
scarier. Where you like, I'm fast.
wait, hold on. I ran a 4.4 in my prime, so we're not finna we're not finna do. He just
No, but
caught
I'm
me
saying
when I took the wrong angle.
no,
But
but no, but here, but the thing, no, but I say that even in that where you fat, but the thing is like in a small confined space like the
I get
backfield
you.
when
Yeah.
it's not I'm full speed, you full speed. It's like no, 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 no. He
Right
coming off
now,
the
like
line. You over there 2 steps into taking off. He 4 steps into taking off. It's like like it's crazy to think like
yeah.
it's crazy to think that somebody for you where you're like, oh shit, he might get me now. Like
Yeah.
he already snatched me up. Now I got to think about it. Is even
Mm-hmm.
crazier. It's just like, what the
I'm just
fuck
gonna hand
is these
it.
dudes
I'm not doing.
eating?
Fuck the RPO. I told the coach like I'm not. I'm just
I'm
gonna hand it
chucking
to the
this
running
shit.
back. Like if I
I
see
mean,
this,
I'm
like
handing it off,
nigga,
or
what the
I'm
fuck you
just
mean?
chucking
Like
this
the running
shit.
back getting this now. Like I'm not gonna keep getting hit in practice because I think I can outrun this nigga who just snatched me up. Like,
Fuck that. But yeah,
no, but that shit is that. So hey, yeah, we just went on a tangent
Aiden
again,
Hutchinson,
but
but
we always
just
do.
Aiden Hutchinson is gigantic. That
Is
is
it
a power
they're
forward.
big,
He the
like
same size
they're
as
big.
Zion. Think about that.
Yeah, yeah.
That's
And then
crazy.
run just as fast.
Probably
But
faster, to be honest.
yeah, probably
He ran a
faster to be honest. Yeah.
4.74.
Yeah, it's fucking no, I think Zion probably run faster than that.
Probably. You're probably right. But
But
still, that's crazy.
that is crazy.
6'7", 270.
But
He went
it
a
doesn't
4.7.
matter because the Rams are gonna get the dub.
I think so too. That's what I got.
That they don't CJ what did Gardner Johnson can't hold Puka
No.
and fucking Cup.
Nobody in that secondary can do
Like,
anything with those
it's gonna
boys.
be fucking crazy. Like matter of fact, over under on any yards or whatever the hell y'all about to do right now, just go ahead and put it on Cup. Anytime touchdown, if you put Cup or Puka, you're probably gonna win.
Yep.
Like it doesn't really matter. Kyron Williams is probably score.
Home
Like
he yeah.
Like
He be going crazy.
he was on my fantasy, and I got
Oh
him in the
man.
7th round.
Oh yeah, because nobody expected this is a fifth round
And,
running back. Like yeah.
and like, yeah, so it's just like, yeah, he definitely is gonna score. Like,
Hmm.
so, and you'll probably grab him next year in fantasy. For all your fantasy people, next year you probably could still grab him in the 3rd round because people still gonna sleep on him.
A little bit.
So,
So we both got Rams, but we both think this is probably the
there's
best game
no,
overall out of
no,
all of
this will
them.
probably be the best game. Like, it'll
Yeah.
probably be. I don't know why. The only reason why it's the best game is because I think all of
Matchup.
us, and it's all of us, like, growing up, like, because this is our Matt Stafford and Jared Goff is kind of our heir. You get what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, we
The,
grew up watch. I ain't gonna say we grew up watching Stafford, but he was shooting when he been in the league, what, 12 years now.
who golf?
Stafford.
Stafford been it's 15, 2008.
Yeah, I was saying, like, he been with us shooting in a gym. So it's just like
Hmm.
2008 is my sophomore year in high school.
Yeah, he's an old man, bro.
Yeah, so it's like we kind of excited for Stafford. He finally got a Super Bowl win, and the Rams. Like, I don't know, I'm kind of excited for that game. I don't know
Yeah.
why, but I just
I
can't
am
wait.
too. I'm with
I'm
you.
more excited for the game than the Chiefs and Dolphins game. To be perfectly honest,
I don't
like,
know about that, but
I
I'm
kind of
just,
am.
I'm just
I
fucking
really
with
want to see that.
you.
I really want to see that Rams the,
No,
and
I
I
do
think it's
too.
more. I think it's more because I want to see how Detroit welcomes Stafford.
True, that too.
To be
Just
honest,
wait.
it's like,
You gotta wait till after the game or something. You cannot. This is the first home playoff game in 30 years. You cannot be distracted by the fact that Stafford's back. Like,
yeah,
fuck
but
that.
the first home playoff game in Detroit history, the quarterback that's been your franchise quarterback for X amount of years is not the one behind center for y'all team,
We'll
which is
celebrate.
kind of like,
It's wild, yeah.
it's wild.
And he
And then the
left,
quarterback y'all traded him for is the one behind the center.
and that team
It's just
went and
like,
won a Super Bowl with your quarterback.
yeah, it's just like, it's the wildest thing. Like, obviously, I love my Chiefs and I'm excited for it and things like that. But we've won. I've seen us win Super Bowls, things like that. But it's just like something about that matchup is intriguing to me.
Now, here's a little crazy hot take. You know how we were talking about Browns Chiefs for the AFC Championship. What
Yeah,
Rams Chiefs Super Bowl still? I think we talked about that. It feels a little like, hey, like a little 2019, 2018 running
the one that
back.
should have happened a long time
Yeah, the one that
ago.
got away. Let's run it
The
back.
one, I don't
Except
know what this.
now it's
I
a
don't know
one
what the
defensive
NFL
team, the
writing.
offensive.
I don't know what the NFL writing behind scenes.
That'd be a pretty good
In
story.
wouldn't it
Let's
in Vegas?
let's get done with this shitty. The last game. What is
Oh
this?
Lord,
What
have
I write?
mercy.
The Broken Birds versus Busted Baker.
Is that a game, or is that just like, is this a regular season game we still talking
I
about?
mean, it's gonna feel like it probably.
Hmm.
But yeah, we got
Is
Eagles at
anybody?
the Bucks. Is anybody what gonna watch this Monday night game? I mean, they're gonna yeah,
I
they're
mean,
gonna
I'm gonna
have
watch it because football's on.
it's an isolated Monday night game. I
I might
don't
have one person
understand.
on that game on my parlay, which is and I don't even know
Mike
what,
Evans.
like, I usually put him down for anytime touchdown, but
They didn't even
that might
score last
happen.
week. I think
But it's
it
the Eagles defense. I think the Panthers defense might be better than the Eagles defense.
was that's crazy. That's wild. But so the question for this one was, who do you trust less, the Eagles or the Bucks?
I trust. That's crazy because I was gonna say I trust the Eagles defense less. So that means I trust the
Bucks
Bucks
offense
offense
more.
more.
That's exact. This is why I asked the question because I couldn't I didn't know what to think anymore. Like it's like I don't know. I guess
Oh,
if you putting a gun to
I
my
mean, if you go
head,
up, if I
I
had a gun in my head, like, you have to pick the right answer, and if you pick the wrong answer, you'll die. That's
yep.
it. Eagles maybe, like,
Yeah,
only because they the better seed.
just
Like,
because, just because of
that's the only reason.
pedigree.
Like, yeah, it's like they went to the Super Bowl last year. They have to win this today.
Yeah,
They have to
they
win.
were 10-1
I,
earlier in the season,
listen.
right? Come
If they
on.
don't win, if they don't win Monday,
Hmm.
I'm not saying Nick Sirianni will be fired.
I
but
will.
he definitely is
He
going to be on the
should be
hot seat starting.
fired.
He's not going to be fired. He's going to
He
be
should
on the hot
be.
seat.
You lost both
I
your coaches. One coach is a one pass away. Your offensive coordinator was one pass away from being in the playoffs. You guys went on a 5 game skid, 5 of 7 or something like that, whatever it was. After starting 10-1, you end up
trading
11-6
and then
and
switching
losing to the
defensive coordinators,
Buccaneers. Yeah,
switching
mid-season,
defensive coordinators like Matt
and
Patricia.
then getting
Can,
worse. They got worse. You did that and then got even worse. And now you're in this position where you're playing a Buccaneers team who's been the offense is not good. I'm not going to
no,
pretend like
no,
it's a
it's
good
not.
story that they made it after being starting 1-5 or whatever they did,
Yeah,
and now
but
they
they
clawed their way
division
back.
sucks.
But the fact that they were at the bottom of the division most of the year until the very end because they went in the middle of the season they won what 4 of 6 or
It,
something like that. They went three
yeah, yeah,
straight and won 4 of 6 and brought their
it,
whole
it
season back.
yeah, but the NFC
All of that.
South
Yeah, I'm
is
with you though. All of that. It didn't.
horrible.
It still is
Like,
like you losing to a very bad team. We both agree there. If the Eagles lose, you lost to a bad team essentially. It's not a
and that
good
means
team.
you're a bad team.
That means yeah, exactly. That
That means
means
you're a bad
the
team.
guys that made this thing go are gone. They went. Like the 2 guys that
Yeah,
made this shit go, they're gone.
and if I'm not mistaken, one of them was about to win Coach of the Year.
Who?
Steichen?
No, Steichen's not winning Coach of
No,
the
no,
Year.
no, 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 not Steichen. Steichen, what? No,
Steichen
Stefanski's
is the
winning, but Steichen is the coach of the Colts.
no. That's what I was talking about earlier. Is like you're talking about your offensive coordinator who had Jalen Hurts in MVP conversations was one play away from having
Right?
his new
Yeah,
team
yeah,
first
yeah.
year, who was supposed to be bottom of the barrel, who won 2 games last year, took him to the playoffs, and you're skidding and
But
lose to the Bucks.
he was in the running for Coach of the Year. If
Oh
the
yeah, yeah,
Colts
yeah,
would
yeah.
have made it, he was in the
He would, yeah.
Steichen was in
He
the
would have
run. Like,
replaced D'Amico Ryans. He would have been number 2 for sure.
yeah,
Yeah.
easily. So it's like I don't know. I don't think he's going to get it fired. But
Mm-hmm.
I told my friend the other day I was talking to him. I was like, he's not going to get fired, but within the he's going to be in a hot seat starting the year, and within the first 4 games of the season,
Better be on
if he does,
fire.
if you don't start 3-1 or 4-4-0, 2-2 is going to get you fired.
Probably
2-2 is going to, and
two
I
and
mean two and
two,
two,
but you lose the games like weird or
and it
bad.
depends who you lose to. If that
Yes,
second game you lose
yeah.
to like the Giants or
You lose to the
somebody who's
Commanders by a field goal, some silly
bro,
shit.
you're out. You're out. Like
That's over with.
and it's crazy because that's the NFL. But and that
Shouldn't have talked to the
that
Chiefs fans like that. You shouldn't have talked to the Chiefs.
no,
Everything's went downhill since you yelled at the fans in the tunnel. Everything it's been went
yeah,
downhill from there.
that was his Super Bowl.
Yeah.
That was that, and then
The
and that's what
team.
it is. Beating the Chiefs is everybody's Super Bowl because
Sad. That's
everybody
sad.
here talking about everybody here you talking about Patrick Mahomes, Travis
Mm.
Kelsey, X, Y, and Z, and things like that. Like we still got shit to do. We don't give a fuck about that. Like obviously we wanted to win, but and that's why. And I don't want to keep back on the Chiefs subject, but all the playoff teams they said we lost all the playoff teams, but it's just like it ain't like we got blown out by them.
True.
It's
This
like
shit, this Eagles team, the Chiefs should have beat them. And looking at it now, it's
we
like
should have
maybe
beat
the
the Bills.
skid
Should have
was
been
there. Like it was already there. We already was watching this offense struggle. I mean, think about the Chiefs game. It wasn't like the offense was just going crazy. They were struggling real bad. And outside of what 2 passes, one to Devontae or both to Devontae, I think that game you lose that game too, and you are
or because that shitty defense that they got saved by a PI that didn't get called.
that too. But
Sorry,
that's
but
like
I mean
so.
that's the
Are we
NFL. But
both
it's like
reluctantly taking the Eagles? Then is that what's happening? Just
it's
like
reluctantly, but I would stay away from the points and the money line on this game and just go player props if I was a better.
let's see what it is. Why is this is the other thing that bothers me? The
Why do I want to?
scheduling.
Why is this the Monday night game?
It's the worst game of the
Why did they
fucking
do
playoffs.
this?
Why?
What
That's
like
move the Rams Lions to Monday night. Why didn't they
please
just do that?
yes they I don't understand why didn't they do like Rams Lions should be Monday night like that's the one I want to see single-handedly on the front.
For sure. I isolated, just no other games today. Just straight up come home, watch this
That
game.
Rams line. Like if I go to work, I come home like, yeah, I got the Rams line tonight. I don't want to come home and be like, oh, Eagles Bucks.
Yeah,
All right.
that's one of them you barely watch.
I got
Just like
somebody on
half
my
ass watch.
parlay, so I got to see if I'm gonna hit it tonight.
Yep. You just on your phone the whole game, just like looking up, like, oh, that's
like 50
crazy.
yards. Throw it to him.
Yep. Uh,
Lord have mercy,
but
man.
we
Why the
here.
NFL?
It's finally the playoffs, man.
It's here,
We
man.
finally here.
Hey, this what we've been working up to,
Yeah,
right?
and it's
What we've been
time.
working up to.
Time to see all those takes. I looked back at some of my takes from earlier this year, and boy, ugh,
Not good, not good.
it's some
I can't.
bad ones.
I
Like
ain't look back at none of mine, but I'm gonna have to
it's
look at some.
yeah,
I'm sure some of
it's
mine was
bad.
bad.
Like I had, yeah,
But
there's a lot of stuff.
I mean, but my end of the season takes was. I told you I mean, the Bills was gonna be the Dolphins, and
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
still
yeah.
lining up. My playoff predictions is still lining up how it's gonna be.
Like I'm talking about my
The
like preseason picks and
oh,
stuff
I
were ooh was not good.
I ain't doing. I can't remember my preseason picks to be honest. I
I
didn't.
have them written down. That's the only reason I knew. Like I didn't post them or anything, and I didn't go through the episodes. I just still have the notes
I got
from when I
my
did
actually.
everything.
I got my part. Actually, let me read it right here. My end of the season. I did this on September 9th.
Ooh,
My
that's
parlay for end of the season division winners. So I got AFC North Ravens. That's a
okay.
dub.
Got that.
AFC West Chiefs
Yep.
dub.
I had the same
AFC
too.
South Jags. They killed me.
I think so. I
They
think I
could
had the
have.
same.
They killed. AFC, NFC North Vikings killed me when Kirk Cousins got hurt. Don't
I had
forget
the
Kirk Cousins got hurt.
Lions. Hey, I got that one right. I had the Lions. This is
Kirk
and I
Cousins
did
killed
mine's
me.
August 24th. So I was a week before. That's it.
Yeah, you were. You were.
So I had the
Then I
Lions in
had
that one.
the NFC East. Dallas
Mhm.
Cowboys
I had
won
the
that.
Eagles one. I had the Eagles going 15-2. That was pretty
Mm,
fucking crazy.
no, I had Cowboys win that division. I got my whole. Actually, if people don't believe me, I got my whole parlay list right here.
Bro, I had the Giants second.
Mm,
Yeah.
I don't know what you was
Not
doing right now.
good.
NFC South, I had the Saints.
Let me see.
I really thought Derek Carr in that move was really gonna do something, but it really showed me it really
Damn.
was.
I had the Falcons.
I thought Derek Carr was a better quarterback than
Nope.
Baker.
I knew it.
Like I just didn't
I had the
understand.
Bucks winning one game. That's how bad I thought they was gonna be. I had them
Oh
winning one
damn.
game this season.
Well, I
Yeah,
didn't do that, but
I had the Falcons winning the NFC South.
I had the Saints. NFC West, I had the 49ers, obviously.
I think, yeah.
Uh
Yep.
NFC East, I had the Bills, which I won that.
AFC East.
Oh, I mean AFC East. So I really missed on two. The
I
Vikings
had
and
the
the
Bills,
Saints.
yeah.
Vikings, at three. Vikings, Saints, and Jack, and all of them came down to the last week. Beyond, other than the Vikings, came down to the last week. Jags easily could have won. Saints
Yep.
could have
I
won
had
if
the
the Bucks would have
Jags.
lost. So, I
What
mean,
was
and
what,
if Kirk Cousins would have stayed healthy, you never know. Like
true? That's true.
I could have won $4,000
I'm happy.
off
That's the
$5.
Oh no, I had the Bengals winning the AFC North. But I had the whole
No,
division tied 3-3, which that was almost right. I almost actually, you know what? Now that I look at it, the Bengals is really the one where I whiff because I have everybody's double digit wins 12, 10, 12, 11, and they all 3-3 in the division, which is damn near what happened.
no, I
Because
just
the
don't
Bengals was
trust.
trash.
I don't trust the Bengals coach like
I'm
that.
still, bro. I really had the Browns going 11-6, like right on the money. That's crazy. They're last in the division on my list, but like that's crazy. By 3-3, I guess it
But
didn't really matter. Fuck.
yeah, I mean, I'm gonna do another one next year.
Oh yeah, yeah.
But
It's
that
fun as
was my
hell to do
this
that
year.
shit.
It is just like okay, maybe. I mean, obviously, if the I'm always gonna pick the Chiefs to win the division. So if they don't win the division,
And that's
then I'm gonna
chalk.
lose my parlay regardless. But
That's chalk at this point.
yeah, but I don't know. This season it's been fun. You know, I mean,
I mean,
that's
season
what you
ain't
do.
over. We still got time. We still in this. It's the playoffs. It's just serious time right now. So we got
This is the
next
big
month.
month, big
Yeah,
month.
but that's
We
it.
need to.
Uh, hold on. Let me go make sure I ain't Any NBA takes you want to give out?
I ain't gonna be honest. I ain't watch. I told you I ain't watched no NBA. I ain't even watch. I usually watch NBA and college basketball, but this NFL season's been so
So
intriguing
crazy. Yeah.
that I haven't even been watching NBA or college
Mm-mm.
basketball like that.
Same.
So I ain't even gonna. I watched the how. I mean, obviously, the only sports show I really watch fully is First Thing First. So whenever they talk basketball, they do it.
Mm-hmm.
I tune into like I watch all the Fox network shows. So
Same.
like
I listen to I listen to all
Undisputed,
those. Yeah. Colin,
yeah,
Colin
no,
Coward. I listen to Colin
Colin,
Coward.
yeah, Colin, things like that. But other than that, like NBA takes, Lakers probably won't show up until playoffs, per usual. Because LeBron is 40 and they still want him to carry a team,
That
which
shit
is weird.
crazy.
But it's weird. Like Ja came back out for the year.
That's wild. He's just
That hit
out.
me because I
Somebody
get
said
to
he hurt his
watching like
shoulder lifting too many
yeah.
guns up.
Somebody said yeah, this is
Put the
weird.
guns down, man. Fuck.
But
Yeah, they're done. Memphis is
hey,
done.
shout out to Shy.
Shea. Shea Gil
Is that
yeah,
how you say
Shea.
it?
Yeah,
Shay? Oh,
Shea.
okay. Shay. Shout out to Shay, man. Like, keep balling, bro.
Make
Like,
me want to
young
make
boy
that
out
little
there
4 or 5 hour
balling.
drive, boy.
Hey, if you do it, I'll do it.
That shit crazy. Cause he
On
he
cause
is
I've watched
MVP. I've been looking at it like I don't know who else.
I seen OKC play in person, but it wasn't with Shay. It was when KD, Harden, and Westbrook was the
Nah,
players. But
this
I
version of OKC with Chet, with Jalen Williams, Josh Giddey,
sound like we need
all
to
the
do a
weird stuff withstanding.
Carver 2X show in OKC
Boy,
on the road.
them tickets probably high right now
Oh.
because they balling.
Yeah,
But now that
but
team is crazy. That's probably the best young team. They play like it's fun to watch them play. They play like kind of hold on shit. They play kind of like old Spurs, just where they move the ball and they don't. It's
but
not
it's more
just
exciting.
yeah. And then but you also have like a go to guard, which is the
Yeah,
big difference. It's like hey, they just give it to Shea and
yeah.
he can post. He can do everything. He can take you off the dribble,
It
post you
ain't
up,
like
shoot the
you
three,
can't get a ball to Tony Parker
and just
because it's
have
like
him do anything. No,
because Mono
hell no.
wasn't doing Mono or Tony wasn't Tim. They was
No.
also playing. It's like they was such adults in the
Yeah.
NBA. It's like pass. Have you ever played in like an adult league where with older people is like
Everybody
pass?
just
Yeah,
cutting and
yeah.
screens and passing the ball.
the Spurs, the Spurs was so boring to watch, but they were so efficient. You hated it. It was like,
You couldn't do nothing about
God,
that
I
shit.
hate how good these motherfuckers is.
They
It's
just
like,
ran 3 pin down screens and got wide open three. You just sitting there like,
yeah,
we can
but I
all
think that's
dunk. All of it, we can all dunk. What is happening right now? Why are we getting beat by just fucking 4 old men running screens? What is happening?
I don't know. Tim Duncan, turn around,
Yep.
backboard,
Just a
but
little pop shot off the glass.
no, but and then what else? I don't know, man.
Yeah,
That's all with the
we'll
NBA. Like
start ramping
I'll
into the
catch into it.
NBA once the
And
NFL season is
college,
done. Like that's when
yeah,
it'll
once
All
and
Star
then and college,
weekend.
yeah,
That's
all
when
that. Like
basketball ramps up. But yeah, we
and
in the we
Bronny to the Lakers in December.
no, he need to stay. He averaging 10 points off the bench. Just stay in college, bro. Just stay in college. Get that NIL money, work out,
Yeah,
use the facilities, and just chill.
yeah. I say come out after your sophomore year. To be honest,
Yeah. Just see if you can take that leap, kind of like who remind me, not this, it's not the same, but I can see him on the same trajectory as like Westbrook a little bit, where it's like you're not the greatest shooter. He's a competent
no,
shooter, which
no shooting.
Westbrook didn't have, but he's
I think he's more
competent, but not
efficient.
great. Yeah. And but he doesn't have the same explosivity, but he also is way more like what's the word I'm looking
I think
for?
he's a better. I think he's a more efficient passer.
Yeah, he's more like together than Westbrook was at that
Yeah,
point.
he's
Like,
not erratic.
yeah, there you go.
Like
Like he's
he's like
calm. He's
yeah,
very
he's a calm. Yeah, he's calm when he dribbles and make plays. When Westbrook is
but you want to know who that Bryce look a little to me, he reminds
ain't
me
he
of
like
Paul
6'7"
George.
right now?
Yeah. He looked like he
Yeah,
played like Paul George to me. That's the crazy thing.
I'm intrigued to see him get because he's only a sophomore this year, right?
I think so. Maybe a
Yeah,
junior.
yeah. No, yeah, I think he's a sophomore because Bronny's only a freshman. He was a
True.
freshman last year. Wait, they played together, right? 1 year in high school.
I think so.
He was a senior as a freshman, which means
He a
Bronny.
junior. He
Yeah,
classes
so yeah,
2025.
oh shit. Okay.
Yep. So he a junior. He'll be a senior next year. He's only six
This
four.
man oh damn. What?
That's yeah.
Why he looks so much bigger on Instagram?
Oh, you want to know
That's
another
about my
one?
like
Gilbert Arenas' son. Have you seen him? Elijah
but
Arenas.
all these motherfucking sons is
Crazy. He
Carmelo's
cold.
son is nice.
Yeah, boy.
Like it's like what you know who son Carlos Boozers? Carlos Boozer
The
twins,
twins.
them mother, them dudes is nice. Like
Hell
them
yeah.
dudes, like it's like we more intrigued into like
Uh,
these, but we getting old.
we on another one that's crazy that I just seen like a meme of. It said, "I know my days are not long in this world," and it was a picture of Andre Iguodala Jr.
Oh,
I
didn't
was like,
his
bro.
somebody said something about his son being born in like Branson or something like that, Missouri?
Uh, Andre Iguodala's son goes to Link Academy, which is in
Oh,
Branson.
the
It's
uh the
that top whatever the fuck it is, one of those like
the
IMG schools.
prep
Yeah,
school. It's a
yeah.
prep school. Yeah. Okay. So he goes there.
Yep. There's a
Oh
bunch of dudes.
damn.
Like I think there's like
My
I think they have a whole starting five is like top 15
that's
players
not
right now.
that's not new. The my boy Martez who ended up going to UMKC and been an All American up there. He just got inducted to our high.
His last name Harrison.
Martez, yeah. He was I backed him. He was the starting point guard. I was his backup for 2 years in high
He played
school.
football too.
Nah, just
I'm thinking of
basketball.
somebody else.
You think of Martez Harrison that played at Lee Summit West, which I played baseball with as well.
Okay.
Him and his brother Shaquille played in the NBA. He plays in the MLB.
Mm,
Shaquille Harrison played for the Suns, the
that's
Lakers
why. Yeah,
actually.
yeah. He went to
Yeah.
Kentucky,
No, Tulsa.
Tulsa. Who am I thinking of then? I'm thinking of
Martez.
the fucking Harrison twins that
Oh
went to
yeah, yeah. You think of the
Kentucky.
Harrison twins? Yeah, no. But we do have Harrison brothers that went up here. Shaquille Harrison, Martez Harrison, not the Martez I know. They went to Lee Summit West, and one's in the NBA, one's in the MLB.
Maybe it was one of
I,
them. It was probably one of them because I remember somebody. It was like my eighth grade year.
now
I was
they
at
are
Sumner,
aged.
and I remember we played somebody with they eighth grade team. It was a Missouri team, and they had some dude that was like, yeah, he the quarterback. Like he probably gonna play
Oh
pro
yeah,
somewhere.
that's Martez. Yeah.
And it was like shit. I just remember seeing that shit and being like, because we had Benny Parker was our
Yeah.
running back.
Benny,
And they
that
was like,
nigga.
yeah, Benny cool, but watch this dude that's the quarterback. And I was like, what do you
That nigga,
mean?
and
What do you
Benny
mean
ended up
Benny cool? Yeah.
Benny ended up hooping.
They went to Nebraska.
Yeah, because Benny beat out Martez, the one my boy at UA for best player in the region.
See, that's
He was.
crazy. Hey, if he was any taller, he would have probably
Yeah,
he would have went to
Benny
the
was
league.
nice as hell, but Martez he wasn't tall either.
True.
Yeah, I say, but he
That
ended
nigga
up
was like,
just.
he my height. He 5'8".
No, Martez about 5'10"
Yeah,
easily.
that's the
I mean,
problem.
we about the same size. He had a lot of size on him, but yeah, I mean, shit, like, uh, yeah,
Shit
I don't know,
crazy.
boy.
Look, we done
That
got
shit
off on
is
a
crazy,
crazy
boy.
tangent. We didn't
Talking
hit
about
three different
shout
what's
out to
names.
all, shout out to all the players we done named, and
Yes, sir.
congrats to all y'all careers and
The
everything that
whole
done happened,
Kansas City
man.
metro area, including
Kansas,
Kansas.
Kansas, and
Come on.
Missouri side of things.
Yeah, there
We're
we
not gonna say
go.
Kansas City,
The
just
metro
Kansas and
area in
Missouri.
general.
It's not the metro area.
It's the
Kansas
whole
and
thing,
Missouri play.
bro. It
It's not the
is.
metro. We're
The
not gonna do
news,
this
the
again.
Kansas City news covers Johnson County news
Yeah.
also. Thank you guys for
Oh my
tuning in to the
god.
podcast. I hope you enjoyed. The playoffs is the Super Bowl and everything is right around the corner. Then we get into basketball season, and then we get into The Olympics, which I don't give two shits about the Olympics, but it's coming up. Uh,
Is
baseballs.
there
I'll just
what
give you like
what
a couple minute long baseball segment, and then we.
about baseball? What are we doing? Like baseball is coming. Spring training will
It's
be here in
there.
March.
It's close. Whatever the fuck.
Spring training be here in March.
And then
If you want my if you want my baseball takes, come in March, and then I give
right.
you my baseball takes. Shout out to the Houston Astros. Astros, we hook them horns and we shout out to them Astros. We
The
don't give.
cheaters. Jesus Christ, bro. Your team is crazy.
What
Texas
do you
and
mean?
then the cheaters.
I'm
Jesus.
from like. What do you want me to do? Like
I mean,
I
I'll let you have it. I'll give it to you.
like
You from
I
Texas,
don't know
then
what
you
else
don't
to
get
say.
to say what the metro area is. You got to pick one then.
No, I was raised in Kansas City, born in
All right.
Texas.
Okay,
I
we'll
got
all
my
right, all
thing
right.
like that. I go to Texas about 4 times a year, so I still my whole daddy side of the side live in Texas. So like I'm still down there. Like so, I still got Texas blood in me. Like shout out to them
But
Astros, them Longhorns, hook them.
we
Like
hope you guys enjoyed. You already know. I'm not going to go through the whole spiel. Like, subscribe, follow,
go to
all the
the
good shit.
thing, go to the show.
And
Mr. Top Five. You know what it is. Like the real Top Five _ Top Five.
yeah,
So
and rock chalk, guys. So hope you enjoy. We
hook them
will
hook
see
them
you guys
horns,
later.
man. Don't
Don't
worry
do that.
about it.
Top
Hook them
50. Good
horns,
job,
man.
guys.